very good.
Cool.
We're on the Tweetograms. Yes, we're down our customary sports person. So did you have a factoid? Did you want to take over? Maybe
I do. We have Nationals have their star pitcher Max Scherzer back from the 10-day disabled list. He's back on the mound last night, and hopefully we should continue our 5-game winning streak. Yay!
There you go.
There we go.
Go Nets. We're playing Time Stories. It's been a very long time since we played Time Stories, and I don't think that the last time we played Time Stories we played on stream.
I don't think we've ever played Time Stories on stream.
Yeah, I don't think we have. We've typically avoided it because Time Stories, by its very nature, if you're watching another group play, you're getting spoilers about how that scenario works. But fuck it. It's been a long time, and I want to have some fun.
Pretty much.
So, we're playing the scenario Lumen Fidei, which is the 5th? Mercy Case, Prophecy of Dragons, Under the Mask, in Expedition Endurance.
And Asylum.
Asylum comes in the base box.
Yeah.
So it's the 5th expansion, the 6th scenario. Mm-hmm. And we have no idea exactly what it is, but we're going to find out. So, you've never played this before.
No.
So I can explain some of these things as we do it. We're going to go through a series of locations, the first of which is base. This is actually taking place in what we, the characters, would consider the present. And then after we receive our briefing from our handlers, we'll go to other places which we would consider the past or the future or AT, alternate timelines, that type of thing. So, base. Just as you enter the transfer room, all the screens light up. Laura's face appears on one of them. Hello, agents. Bob seems to be late. I'm going to start this briefing without him. As you can see, transfer room 17 is rather special. It contains a quantum reliquary. During your training, you were told that it was impossible to bring back an object from your missions. This is generally the case, but Bob bursts into the room. Thank you, Laura. I'll take over from here. Now take turns revealing and reading aloud cards B through F one by one. So this goes here. This is normally like just a description of what the room is, and then a given room will have cards that represent things that you can do there, or in this case, exposition.
Are we going to do that and then put them out?
Yeah, I forgot.
Okay. Bob stares at you and barks. Not in your caissons yet? Come on, get a move on. The mission.
Bob's a dick.
Your receptacles are part of a delegation charged with accompanying Michel de Ali, the legate of Pope Martin V. Mission to attend a secret gathering of Christian military orders. Michel will be your key to infiltrating the religious factions there because, and this is precisely the purpose of your transfer, a strange stone seems to arouse everyone's interest. Your goal is to locate the stone before them and bring it back here. You will also discover the new travel procedure set up by the Transfer Technical Direction, TTD, 10 time units for the first run, 20 for the second, and 30 for the third, and the following third and following runs. Be vigilant. It radically changes the course of the mission. Everyone to your stations. Bob leaves the room without further ado.
Sam the robot lights up. You are going to visit Earth in 1419. It is the end of the Reconquista in southern Spain. Two religious communities were in opposition during this period of the Middle Ages, Christians and Muslims. From 914, the Christian kingdoms decided to reconquer the Iberian Peninsula that had been taken over by the Muslims. This reconquest ended in 1492, that is only a few decades after your transfer. You can see on the holoscreen your arrival location in Aragon. Your receptacles are part of a Christian delegation in Christian territory. And who says Christian says faith. This concept may seem strange to you, but religious faith has been omnipresent in the pre-transmigration human history. During this speech, your eyes are drawn to the reliquary. At its center, you notice a greenish, almost organic, spongy matter. It is hard to drag your eyes away.
Okay, kids, in your caissons, you're running late on the official timing. Here are the details of your receptacles. Characteristics. During this mission, your receptacles will have the following characteristics. Dexterity, represented by a boot. Mm-hmm. Combat, represented by a sword. And diplomacy, represented by 2 speech bubbles. Diplomacy is the ability to behave correctly to make a good public impression. Also, know that a receptacle can only use 1 weapon per test during combat. Each receptacle has a special ability. It requires spending 1 blue token, but no TU are spent. Before each run, as soon as receptacles are chosen, place on them the specified number of blue resources. Moreover, agents reintegrating their receptacle after dying come back with their maximum number of tokens. I'll let you handle the last preparations. Off I go to get drained at the Red Light Pub, concludes Sam before leaving.
My voice was better, just saying.
Final preparations. Place. So we have to place the group's fate table card on Codex 1 and keep the icon reference or / special rules card close at hand. 2. The 4 plan cards are face up in their allocated spaces. 3. The group token on the beach. So the group token should be placed on the beach, your arrival location. 4. The mission successful failed cards face down on their allocated space.
I think that's here.
Yes. I do believe so. The time token on 10 TU. Already did that. And the item cards on their allocated space. I think all of them go on here. And this is item cards.
That's what it is.
The caissons start up. Laura's final words are fading away. Lastly, as part of the transfer procedure, an artifact to the agency, the agents in the immediate vicinity of the stone must apply the XB42T protocol. I hope you reviewed this protocol yesterday, as I advised you to. Enjoy your transfer. One more, right?
Yes.
Okay. Transfer. Alright. Each player chooses a receptacle. Don't forget to take its health token and its special ability token.
Alright. So who do we got?
Jean de Craon, Occultist Knight.
Okay.
Fabiola de Leon, Noble Spanish Lady. Maria Concepcion, Enthusiastic Young Nun. Johann Krieg, Teutonic Knight. Ramon, Zealous Servant. And Francisco, Conscientious Secretary. So those are their portraits. And then on the reverse, we have stats, special ability, and then like a flavor description right here.
So for Ramon speaks all languages to a certain extent. He mixes them into his own Esperanto. Ramon is a servant, always ready to serve, able to manipulate anyone, but never for long. So his special ability is Jumble. Destroy 1 blue token, and Ramon can use this ability to use the ability of a receptacle or ally on his space. So he's able to use other people's abilities. Then we have Jean de Craon, a rather colorful infidel. Jean de Craon is a rich lord of Anjou in the Kingdom of France. Commoners and bigots earn his contempt. Only scientists, occultists, and, very recently, Fabiola de Leon find favor in his eyes. He has a powerful slash, so discard 1 blue. Jean removes a whole pile of shields on his space during a combat test. Also, Ramon has 2 agility, 2 sword, and 3 diplomacy. Jean has 2 agility, 3 sword, and 1 diplomacy.
Fabiola has 2 dexterity, 1 sword, and 4 diplomacy. So she's really good at talking to people. She's only got 2 health and only got 1 shield. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Fabiola de Leon comes from a big Castilian family, her life in contact with the Moors has taught her their language. She learned to appreciate the refinement of their customs. Since the beginning of the trip, Jean de Craon has had a soft spot for her, and Fabiola takes a cunning pleasure in making him languish. Discard 1 token to use this ability. Fabiola automatically passes a diplomacy test. That's pretty useful.
And do you want to read them?
Sure. All right. Maria Concepcion. Maria is a devoted young nun who was captured by the Moors and then freed by the Knights of Malta. She has almost mystical visions in which she plays the leading role in driving away the Spanish Moors. She has... Crap, I can't remember what these are. 1 dexterity, 2... What's this word?
Combat.
2 combat, and 3 diplomacy. Her special ability is passion. Discard 1 token to use ability. Maria galvanizes other receptacles, making combat tests on her space, each of them gaining an additional die during the next combat roll. Thanks.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sure. Great seems like that. Right. Johann Krieg, the Teutonic Knight, has 1 dexterity, 4 combat, and 1 diplomacy, which does not surprise
Smooth
you.
talking monkey bags. She's talking about the Moors, not the Moops.
I'm showing it on
yeah.
camera so they can see.
Yeah.
Who I'm talking about.
Yep. And that's the person that we're talking about at the moment.
All right. The proverbial Teutonic Knight, Johann is an efficient and pragmatic killing machine. He was distracted by his order to negotiate. He was dispatched by his order to negotiate the best he could the surrender of the fortresses that belonged to the Knights Templar. Special ability of endurance. During a combat test, Johann isn't affected by heart shield. By shield.
Okay. Yeah. We'll explain those later. They're pretty much things that give you damage, even if they're still out.
And the token for this one must be spent before the dice roll.
Okay.
Last one. Francisco, the conscientious secretary. Francisco is the private secretary of Michel d'Ailly, the papal legate. He only feels comfortable in the company of books or when he studies them. Over time, he has developed a flawless ability to find whatever he seeks in books or in libraries and the luggage around him. 4 dexterity, 1 combat, 2 diplomacy. His special skill is skill. Discard 1 token to automatically pass a dexterity test. Preferences?
I mean, I guess it seems like one of each would be reasonable. Like 1 person focused on diplomacy, 1 person focused on dexterity, and 1 on combat. But
I feel like I like Francisco.
okay, well, I'll go ahead with Francisco. Johann Krieg.
If we're gonna have 1 focused on each. Hi, Harrison.
Hello.
Well, then, am I going to be Fabiola, Maria, or Ramon? I'm not interested in Ramon.
Looks like a nerd.
So do I want to be the nun or?
I mean, yes, Greg does.
I'll be the noble.
All right.
Okay. So we each take our respective things. I get 2 health and 2 blue tokens. How much health?
4
Shit, dang.
and 1 blue token.
Blue token. Jacob.
2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Sure.
Okay. And then it looks like there's some other rules on your thing.
Yes, there are. All right. That was the first one.
Yep.
After all that, determine the group's faith degree. Add the number of Christian faith receptacles, which is like the little, this little floret in the upper corners.
2.
And 2?
You and me.
No, 2. And then subtract the number of impious pentagram stars. Refer to the table below and place 1 heart token on the line of the faith table corresponding to your result.
All right. Where are we going?
I don't know.
We're at 1 positive there, so we're in believer.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's 2 minus 1. So, yeah.
All right. Read out loud the special rules card.
The faith table. The heart token placed on the table at the beginning of the run indicates the group's faith. Some degrees give 1 or 2 additional dice on all tests made by receptacles of the corresponding belief only. Your faith will vary over the course of the adventure. During a test, adjust the degree before the first roll if needed. This modification applies only once per test. When you take an item, adjust the faith immediately if needed. Faith can't rise above pious or fall below heretic. Additionally, there are unique locations. Some locations marked with this symbol can be visited only once per run. When you leave a location with this icon on card A, put this location away into the box instead of discarding it to the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
Okay. Then flip the card over and place it on Codex 4 so as to be able to consult the icon reference during your runs.
There we go.
All right. Designate the first time captain. That player closes the base, puts it next to the board, and then opens the beach location. The time captain then reads card A out loud, and so the adventure begins.
Closing it.
Oh, God.
The time captain is the one who gets to make all, like, if there's unilateral decisions that need to be made, the time captain gets to make them. If there's ties to be broken, the time captain gets to break them.
Yep.
And additionally, the time captain is the one who rolls the die when we leave a location.
Okay.
And the time captain switches. So you're the time captain for the first location, then it goes to the next location. Switches every time.
All right, so we land on the beach. There you are.
All right. You can't keep your eyes open. A dazzling light blinds you, leaving the sound of the waves and the cries of the seagulls to fill your mind. Your eyelids finally rise, and you discover the sea stretching as far as the eye can see, and overhanging the sturdy fortress of Piniscola. You get off your mounts. On your left, His Eminence's luggage are crammed into the back of his wagon. Meanwhile, the papal legate exchanges a few words with a crusader kneeling before him. In the center, 2 knights from the fortress approach your delegation. On the beach, several steeds and Bedouin tents swamp the outskirts of the village, sprawling away from the foot of the castle.
All right, so now card A goes there, and that's just sort of where we are. Each of us takes our little player token indicator and says which location within this tableau we want to go to.
Okay.
Once we've all made a decision, we'll all arrive at our locations, read our cards secretly, and we're not allowed to actually read off what the card says. We have to describe what our character is seeing to our other players. We have telepathy, but we don't have perfect information. I think, as the noble, I am good to talk to the knights.
I'm thinking I like to look to do some luggage. Get some stuff. I'm good at acquiring things, I think.
I think I will be listening on this conversation as a fellow crusader.
Okay.
Cool. That's where we could put them again. So go ahead. And now we read. So, okay. That's all right, got it.
Nothing interesting here, just the knights telling us about the history of the castle. Apparently belonged to the Knights Templar.
Okay. Looks like there are some items here, but I can't get them alone. And it also might be a little bit impious to steal from the legate. Just a little bit, a little bit sacrilegious. Can't hear us. That is a problem.
Interesting. The thing's on.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's increase that a little bit. And thank you, Adam. Adam has subscribed with a tier 3 sub. Thank you so much. Always appreciated. And great to see you again, too.
You're a bro.
Let us know.
Mitch.
Let us know if this is any better. Oh, were you on mute?
What?
Lol. So it wasn't us this time?
He just said it's his fault. We'll see.
Okay, so you said there's items that we could steal. Oh, that was A. That's right, you went to B.
Yes.
There's items that we could steal.
I went to C.
That was B, C, D.
Oh,
A is that.
Right. A is that.
Yep. Yeah. That happens to me a lot. Twitch says, because I'll put some things on mute and just have them going in the background, and then it just stays like that. I know someone knows very well.
I do sometimes listen.
I know.
Just sometimes I also want to watch Crash Course.
Fair enough.
Anything interesting at sea?
Yeah, the papal legate wants me to go with him.
Okay.
I'm supposed to. There's an item here I'm supposed to take.
Okay.
Which item?
1.
Well, there we go.
There's your item.
Cool.
So items are usually read it first, but normally items once you read them will be free information.
Okay.
Right.
Because I definitely
There are
have
some items
there are
that are
some
not
items that are
free
not free information, like this one. I'm really curious whether or not this is actually going to come into play in other places.
I am curious as well.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this is an item that I acquired in the last game, the Polar Expedition, and it's supposed to stay with my character forever. Or, yeah,
Ever?
we'll see.
So,
Nice.
I think I'm allowed to say this out loud. The Papal Legate's coming with us, and he's going to
Sweet.
be with us everywhere we go.
Ooh.
We get to move our faith marker up to Pious because he's with us.
Shit, dang.
So, because he's with me, if I have to be in a diplomacy battle, my diplomacy thing goes up by 2.
Nice.
And he will leave the group if I make a test which causes the faith marker to go down, or if we just in general get to the infidel or heretic parts of the faith table.
Sure,
So
okay.
if I personally screw up, we lose the Papal Legate. If you all screw it up really badly,
Okay.
we lose the Papal
Well, this is good because now the two of you have +2 dice on every single check that you perform.
True.
So that's pretty great.
Yeah.
And the D is nothing special. So now we have a determination to make. We can depart this location and go to the chapter house,
Yep.
or we can go see what's up at D, E, and F by spending 1 TU. Keeping in mind, TU is an extremely precious resource this time.
Yeah.
This is unprecedented.
I probably should mention this too. We finally have the name, I think, of our object we're looking for. It's called the Adamar de Vignon, and that's what the Papal Legate is looking for. So,
All right. That's good.
probably should have mentioned that.
That's fine.
I'm skimming over everything.
All right. So, yeah, that is a decision to make.
Especially since we cannot come back to this location. This is a
per run, isn't it?
per run, yeah. But if we leave here this run, we can't come back.
Yeah. Because we haven't done these two.
Right.
This, we would need at least, I would need someone else. It can't be you because you would, it would have to go down on the fate table to do it.
And I'm not super dexterous.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we just use this as much fact finding as possible and just go.
That's
to the
been our
next place.
MO in the past.
I mean, it's always ended up with 3 runs, but we still managed to do it by the end of the 3rd run. I don't think we've ever had to, go into overtime.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
All right. So, want to go to the.
What do you think,
That's
Time
enough?
Captain?
Oh, God.
Do you want to investigate these other 2 things, or do you want to move on to a different location?
Let's move on to a different location. We are with we're with the most important person in the room whose objective is ostensibly the same as ours. So let's follow him. He could probably open some doors for us. So I guess we're moving on
Possibly
to the
literally.
next location.
Makes sense to me.
Great.
Alright, so the only other location to which we can move is the chapter house.
Alrighty. This.
So that goes there.
Yeah.
Time Captain, if you would roll this die, please, which tells us how much TU we lose.
2.
That's standard.
That's standard.
I think 4 of the faces have 2, 1
Yeah.
has 3, and 1 has 1.
Yep.
So 2 is fine.
If you rolled 3, that would have been an issue.
Put
Have you?
those cards in order. So basically, just take A, flip it over, and then stack them mated.
Alright, I got it.
And I will place the chapter house. All right. Under a blazing sun, you and the 2 knights you met on the beach enter the castle. After showing you to your rooms, your hosts take you to a large, cool room with walls covered in arabesques and asuelos. Upon your entrance, faces turn and stare. Time stops. After a nod from your host, conversations resume once again between the different characters. The Grand Master of the Order of Montesa, Romero de Cabrera, turns his eyes towards you and beckons you to approach. At his side, a man with a deeply lined and weary face looks at you scornfully. You seem to have interrupted his tirade. Oh, also. In the distance, you discover the face of Clement de Gibelin. Gibelin? Gibelin. Grand Hospitaller who came from Rhodes in the same delegation as you.
All right.
Um,
Any preferences? You are now time captain.
I am now time captain. Let's see.
I am captain now.
No, Greg is captain now.
Well, there's this guy who seems to have been in the middle of a tirade. I'm gonna go see if I can't calm him down.
Cool. You've got the.
I've got the most respected person in the room, so we should probably both go and greet him.
I'll go there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You okay, Gregory?
Yeah. Oh, this guy's just kind of grumpy. I think it's heat. He did drop a ring though, but I don't know that I'm sneaky enough to pick it up without getting caught by the guards.
Fair enough.
Let's see, I get item 3. Which
Getting all the items.
That's
a good thing.
for a big dude. Oh, you get more rooms.
Oh, yep. A new part of the map has been unlocked. So, Adam, this is a game called Time Stories. It is almost like a point-and-click adventure game, like the old point-and-click adventure video games, but in a board game form. So, yeah, we're going back in time, trying to find out what is going on here, trying to find the stone and bring it back to our time, kind of thing. Mess with the time stream because it's been messed with.
The host is very hospitable. He's opened the rest of the castle to us while we wait. Apparently not everyone has arrived yet for the big council meeting, so we've kind of been given hospitality of the whole castle while the rest of the guests take a few more days to arrive.
Alrighty. For my part, our friend over here, Clement de Gibelin, he was talking to us before on the trip over here and is asking us if we would still be interested in trading the map of the city to information about the location of the stone.
He has information about the location of the stone.
But we need to get a map of the city in here because upon returning from the Crusades, he would like to reconquer it.
Is this the map of the city?
No, it's a specific item. Item 5. We need to get item 5 for him. So that is currently where we are.
Okay. Well, nothing else to do here. So
I mean, I could try to pick up the ring if we wanted to, but I don't think that there's anything else for it.
Well, and also that would be 2 TU because you'd have to move there, which would be your entire action.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. Moving. So when we choose to spend a TU, we do that, and then everyone gets the opportunity to take one action. Moving from one part of the tableau to another is an entire action. So, like, if Jacob wanted to try to pick up that ring that this guy dropped, we'd have to spend 1 TU so he could get there, and then another TU so he could try to pick it up.
Yeah, so probably not worth it.
Which is, high opportunity cost.
All right, so what locations do we have?
Fuck off. So, sorry, what?
What was this guy's name?
His name was something very important that I remember. Alvaro de Luna, Master of the Order of Santiago.
Okay.
All right.
Just trying to remember names because that might be important.
Like
we have, so thanks to Johan's work over there at the host, we have unlocked the scriptorium, the stables, and the underground passages,
okay,
which sounds pretty fancy.
I mean, personally, as someone who likes libraries, I want to go to the scriptorium.
I feel like the scriptorium is the likeliest place to find information, which I think is sort of what we're interested in right now.
Or
so
this
that would be
city map that what's his face
exactly.
wants.
Yep.
So my vote would be to the scriptorium, and I'm the time captain. So fuck your vote.
Right. Go ahead and roll for it, Mr. Time Captain. 2.
All right. So put that away.
Boom. Boom.
And once again, we don't get to go back. Where do you keep it? There.
As it said, put it back in
Here
the
is
box.
this to read, and the scriptorium only has 2
Locations. All right.
locations.
After a long moment in the front of the scriptorium's door, a stooped monk in search of his bunch of keys looks at you suspiciously through the half-open door. Is this door never closed? Well, come in. If you're here, it must be for a good reason. The man turns around and wanders over to his occupations. You then enter a poorly lit room filled with shelves piled high with books. On the left side, a table is crammed with parchments and books of all sorts, of all kinds, and a human skull is used as a paperweight. On the right side, a young monk stands working at his lectern under the candlelight.
I'm better with people than I am with books.
Fair enough.
And vice versa.
Yep.
So now you can join whichever of us you would like.
I will join you, Greg.
Cool.
Okay.
So,
So that means he gets to look at that alone. We get to both look at this. So if you want to take it, I'll just look at it after you.
alright.
Anytime.
Greg is going for more food. For those of you on stream, that's what I'm looking at.
Those are unhappy sounds.
Well, there's something we could do, but if we're gonna do it, you gotta do it.
Okay. I am not above doing shady shit.
Yeah. I think for the most part, it's just going to be... I'm just going to show you the pictures on the cards. So this is what this looks like. This is the part that I'm searching through. It's got a bunch of things.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I want to be sneaky.
are you guys also going to be losing faith? You're not on that one.
Thank you.
You're on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I've got some interesting stuff that's happening here.
Time Captain, do you authorize it to you?
I authorize it to you because I'm also going to use one.
Okay.
Could I get three shields on mine as well?
Regular shields?
Regular.
Okay.
So these are the difficulties.
Right,
So,
this is an anatomy of a test.
so the way that it works is we've got these dice here. Now these dice can have 1 star, 2 stars, or a... We will roll the number of dice equal to the skill that we're using. Plus, if we're pious currently, no, we're not.
Nope.
Does that happen
It goes
immediately?
down before the check is made.
Okay, so that's there. Because mine also makes us go down. So if it... Pretty much, if for every star that we get, we will take one of these off, and then for every skull that comes up, if it's more than we have shields, we will take just 1 damage if we surpass that. Right?
Yes.
I believe that that's
I
the
believe
case.
that's correct. It's been a while since we've done some
Yep.
damage, but I believe that that's correct.
All right. So did you move the TU?
I did.
Cool. I guess I'll start with mine. Mine is a difficulty of 3.
Yep. You have the
And
right.
I use dexterity for that, and I've got 4 dexterity. Now watch me roll all skulls, because it is me. I wasn't serious, goddammit!
Fucking say something, dude.
So I take a damage,
Cup. Maybe Vol better die with the Yahtzee cup.
and I also don't
You only have
succeed.
1 resistance?
Yeah. But I can use this. It doesn't say I have to use it afterwards, so I'm going to use it to pass a dexterity test. So even though I do that, I still pass. I'm going to take item 6. Let's see what it is.
And this is all totally above board.
Mm-hmm.
He can resolve his entire action, and then I can decide if I still want to do mine.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Passage in the book found in the scriptorium chest. We, the Inquisition Tribunal, in this year, 1125, receive the sincere repentance and given the holy actions of the one who participated in the liberation of Christ's tomb in 1099, companion of the First Crusade, alongside Godfrey de Bouillon and Raymond de Saint Giles. We, the Inquisition Tribunal, sentence Adhemar de Vignan, born in 1081, to immutable imprisonment and eternal silence. May he await for the final judgment of God's forgiveness. So it's literally just
Exposition.
Well, that's the name of the person they sentenced to death is what Michelle is looking for.
Ooh.
It's a name. It's not the stone.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it back to 720p? Sorry. It's other things.
I love you.
Love you too.
Holy shit.
We're looking for a person who's been dead for 300 years.
Who's been
Or he's looking for someone who's been dead for 300 years.
sentenced to immutable imprisonment and eternal silence for 400 years.
Yeah.
I think this person might not be dead. I think there might be some magical bullshit going on.
Yeah, because they said it was a couple of decades before 1492, right? We're still a couple decades away from the end
Yeah,
of the
we're
Inquisition.
1417.
Yes, we're like 350 years after this guy was supposedly sentenced.
You're right, Adam. I apparently put it down to 720p.
Probably to try to recover during the
Yeah, we were having like some huge internet issues last week, so that's why I did that. That's just going to be for this stream, and next stream I will put it back up to 1080 because I can't do it mid-stream. Unfortunately, I can't change those settings at the moment.
And some real shit's happening, so we don't want to restart the stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also just that's
I have 2 dice for a 2 dex roll. I don't have any special abilities or bullshit. So. Okay. I have a resistance of 1, no skulls from the test, which means this cancels out. I got 2 successes, which means I get both shields, which means I get item, I believe it's 26. 25. Scripted, flowing bullshit.
Yeah, I couldn't have done that.
Well, you could have, but then the papal legate would have been like, "Fuck off,
You're heathen!
Impious bastard.
Yep.
The passage read over the shoulder of the scriptorium's copyist monk. In those days, prophets went from Jerusalem to Antioch. One of them had a vision. I see and I know. My eyes read in heavens what will be, and I cross time in a single step. A hand guides me to what you can neither see nor know. The one that fell and was hidden will be found by the adversary. He will wait for the light to be veiled by the moon shadow to reveal his true nature and bring forth the stone. I see and I know what will be. I am the scribe. More exposition.
Yep.
I assume the one that fell and was hidden probably also refers to Adhemar.
Yes.
So we're looking for a stone.
Mm-hmm.
The Pope is looking for the person, Adhemar, who will reveal the stone. Or reveal his true nature and bring forth the stone.
He's the portal to the stone.
There's a demon in the basement.
Pretty much.
There's a demon in the basement. Also, our card recommends that we not go to the underground passages. So I say let's go to the underground passages next.
Okay.
Obviously.
Well, Mr. Time Cop.
So it's either underground passages or stables, right?
Yes, because both of these are gone.
Yeah, underground passages. Let's go. Sounds like more fun.
Right. Fuck.
Oh. That hurts me.
That hurts us.
Underground passages. Oh, actually, you know what I can do?
Mm-hmm. Adam is the demon.
All right. Underground passages. You're the new time captain, so you get to do that.
All right. By a flight of deeply worn stone steps, you penetrate the bowels of the castle. Very quickly,
I like that.
I now know things about Frigg I wish I didn't. Very quickly, the tunnel splits in two. The first one seems to sink deeper and deeper towards the sea, in bold. You perceive the sound of crashing waves in the distance, and the walls drip with saline moisture. This could have been written better. The other tunnel opposite you leads to a row of filthy cells. On your right, there is a vaulted room that is apparently disguised. It is apparently disused if the cobwebs are anything to go by. There are traces of footsteps in the dust on the ground.
This is a question. Where do we all want to go? I think I want to check the cells.
It's also worth noting, since this is the first time we've seen any of these this game, these locations are locked. We can't place our pawns there unless we have the corresponding key, which we'll get. Sometimes it's a physical key. Sometimes it's just information.
Sometimes it's an event.
Somebody has to have told you about a thing. But we don't have any of those, so can't do any of that yet. I'm
thinking I'm going to go here. I want to check the cells.
I like the ocean.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to check everything.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see. I'm going down there. That's what I find. Now I have to read it.
There's a dead body in here.
Son.
It's like the cask of Amontillado in here.
Fuck! Simon! Fuck! Guys with good swords!
Ouch.
I should have done your thing.
I think we're just fucked. I think we just lose. Right here, honest to God.
Right. Do we have Michael?
Michael?
Mikael?
Yeah. Michelle?
Yeah. Okay.
What about
I need him in this group. Or here.
Well, I can't move.
You can't move at the moment.
Yeah.
But... yeah. That's not good.
Alright. Well, I need items 7 and 10 because I'm definitely going to pick over this corpse.
Okay.
Flip it.
And you just get to do that. Sorry, yeah, that's turned face up because there's a test there.
Oh.
Which is relevant.
Well, it says if you inspect the corpse and the scene, take items 7 and 10. So I guess that's another action, or...
No.
Okay, cool. 7 and 10, please.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I can...
Oh, yeah. Because it's not a test.
Okay, so you get 7. Yeah, it's only tests require actions. If you just have to investigate somewhere after landing, you just get the stuff. At least to the best of my knowledge.
We don't have item 4, right? No, we don't. So pretty much on mine, I found an old man who can't talk, apparently.
Okay.
Sounds like someone familiar. Someone old who can't talk. And who, if we have Mikel D. Ali on the space, we get to immediately move to a different card. So, that's here.
I got a key and some wine. Also, the wine is next to a dead person who's petrified and has his right hand cut off. There's lots of blood. It's pretty dope.
So what?
Blood wine.
They're just a key and wine. We don't know what they do yet.
Yes, a gold key engraved with incomprehensible symbols found on a corpse in the underground passages. Bet it has something to do with your dude who can't talk.
Probably. Possible.
Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm going to get murdered.
Can we stay here if you die, or are we all fucked?
So if we die, I take my if I die, I take my personal thing, I put it, I think 5 spaces forward on the track, and then once the TU point passes that, I have basically resynced, and I come back. But we don't have that long. Nope. So this is a lock, which means we cannot leave. I cannot leave this card until this test is resolved, which, because I can't leave that card, means we can't leave this location.
So does it end when we reach 0? Or does it end when we're supposed to move from 0?
That's a damn good question.
Because if it ends when we reach 0, there's literally nothing we can do. Because we'll spend the entire time moving.
The time marker reaches the 0 space.
Okay.
You are immediately transferred. Well, let's plan out, I guess. So we spend 1 TU.
Actually, wait, no, we can still do this. All right, cool. Yeah. So you should move over to where I am.
Okay.
So spend 1 TU.
Yep.
Everybody gets an action. You move here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and resolve your shit
Yes.
first, because my shit's not going to
Because mine is passive. It is if this guy is on the space.
Mhm.
So we have this.
Okay. Let me see it all now.
And we get to move to this.
Oh boy.
Hmm.
Holy shit. Well, we need to do this. Get.
Okay.
Saul is still alive and holds the
Yep. So we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, pretty much we the legate pretty much started doing some prayers, and the person who was unable to speak now started speaking and screaming, that kind of stuff, and actually told us that he is indeed the one that we are looking for, and that Saul Calcula, who was there at this during the fall of Antioch, and this guy was defeated by him, and in exchange for this guy's life, he accepted the mercy of Saul Kala, and Saul is the one who holds the emerald.
The Bedouin king.
Yeah. Go green! I mean, we've got a different green to root for this time. But welcome to Spam and Night. Good to see you.
Okay, well, for good measure, I'm going to roll 1 die.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
Cool. I'm taking 8 damage, or rather,
No.
there are 8 skulls,
So you take one.
which is in excess of my resistance. And
There's those.
there's the heart, which is automatic damage. I believe that supersedes that you only take 1 damage per roll.
I think it does. Yes, I'm almost certain that it does.
Yeah. Once you have resolved the previous steps, it is possible that 1 or more special shields remain on the test. In that case, resolve the following. So I lose 1 health because the number of skulls exceeds my resistance. I lose 1 health because there is a heart shield still on the test.
Yep, and now you bleed.
And now I am dead.
All right. The Spam and Night, have you played this scenario of Time Stories before?
I mean, it sounds like you must have.
It looks like it. I wasn't sure if the scenario meant rooting for Amanda or if it meant the scenario of Time Stories.
So,
Well, that's it.
yeah. We
Because-
spend 1 more TU, we run out, and here we go. It seems you have a little trouble with the new TTD guidelines. It's only natural, it can be unsettling at first, but it does allow a real energy saving increase with the success level by... Wait. It does allow a real energy saving increasing the success level by 8.42%. Alright, snuggle up in your caissons, we'll relaunch a transfer. Here you go again. Reset the game. Reread base cards E and F. Follow the instructions except number 5. It's your second round start with 2. Or 20.
Item 1 goes back.
Yep. Item 1 goes back,
So,
and item
Let's go here.
6 goes back.
item 25 goes back.
What about your
D's
thing?
back.
Nope.
No? You just...
That's actually from a
from a
previous,
previous game.
expedition.
Oh.
And he just has that forever. It's fucking weird.
This one also goes back.
Dispatch Knight has played all of Time Stories, so
Okay.
That's-
we'll enjoy watching us
Yeah.
flounder.
Though I'm glad to hear that you like this scenario because that means that hopefully it's a good scenario.
Wow, we
Okay,
died
so
fast.
here's
This is just how it
locations.
happens.
Yeah, this is not.
This is not
I'm not surprised
Yeah.
by anything that's happening.
pretty much.
Okay, so that goes here, go here,
Oh, items, sorry.
here. There are some items which may be marked with a little symbol.
It's
No, we
not-
haven't gotten
yeah.
any of them, but if you do find one with a little, I believe it's just this symbol, that means it persists through these soft resets.
Hey, Dispaminate, I'm not going to show the rest of these guys, but do you have this thing?
Fucking this guy.
He knows we can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's why I told, like...
Yeah, I didn't look at
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you did? Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that last game, and don't tell me, but I'm really curious about what happens with it.
Stack of there. All right, so we get to re-pick people. I think I'm going to
Dispaminate heard it
switch
personally.
to Maria because if we're going to get the Pope and he's going to jump us straight to Pius right out the gate.
Well, so here's the question, really. Do we need the Pope?
Yes.
Or sorry, not the Pope, the Papal Legate.
Yeah. But my question is because, like, we got the information. We don't need to do most of the stuff down there. I don't know what the benefit was of your thing.
Automatically discard a thing to automatically
No,
succeed.
I meant of your scenario with fighting those dudes.
Oh, nothing. There was
Okay.
no benefit.
So pretty much we're not going to go down there anymore. We got the information from the Scriptorium.
Right.
So I'm just curious about whether or not it's like a benefit to do that at the moment. To go for the Pope.
That's fair. Well, I think especially since we've got three, we've got basically we have two locations that we haven't gone to and one location that gets us a benefit, which is the Pope.
Well, we've the location that I started at. So the one with the
if we want to steal stuff.
if we want to get an item from there, we can get that. We've got the two Bedouin locations and the Pope. So, yeah.
I mean, the Pope does automatically get us one of these on any diplomacy roll.
Which we haven't encountered yet.
but could conceivably be useful.
Yeah.
Well,
If for the
Well,
person
let's put it
that's
out
attached.
first. Or no, we have to choose first. Because who else we got?
it's basically I would be either Maria or Ramon, because
Mm-hmm.
I wonder the other option.
none of the evil characters have good dexterity.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you. Like, I'm fine with doing this as well. Like,
I would like to go with Maria so that we're all wanting to be on the same end of the face table.
yeah.
And
I just
all-
feel like there's so far been every single time, like almost every time that we've done things, it's always been go down, go down, go down.
True, but we just don't have to do those things. Especially since two
Yeah.
of the things that we did that decreased our piety were just information.
No, that's true. That's true. All right.
All right, so that means we actually start at pious already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't need the Pope necessarily, but it's not
I mean,
a bad idea to have him
gives us
since
some
he's
benefits, yeah.
strictly a Pope. All right, you are still the time captain.
Oh, am I? Wow.
If you want to be, we can rotate it.
No, it's good. All right, we're back
Got that.
Beach.
here.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
So here there was just nothing.
Yeah.
D and B, or sorry, D had nothing. B had nothing if we weren't willing to lose a piety and make a dex check.
Mm-hmm.
E and F we don't know. So, who wants to have the Pope?
Well, not me, I don't think. Because I do a lot of the deck stuff, so I'm probably going to lose some shit.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot. I'm a Teutonic knight. I'm not going to really do anything super impious. If I'm fighting, it's in the name of God. So sure, I'll take the Pope.
All right. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. That's who I've got. Very friendly. Very friendly person. Wants to offer me some tea. And to talk. Comes from the other side of the sea. And there's a merchant.
I could steal a jeweled dagger.
Any particular reason?
Just because I can. The guy's blind.
Hmm.
It's a really easy check.
You're a nun!
I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying I could.
If I spend 2 TU here, I can take item 2.
Did we see it?
Do we know what item 2 is? Do
Nope.
we have any indication what item 2 is?
Let's see. He's talking about this guy. His mentor was a Christian philosopher who opened his eyes to obscurantism. So I don't know. I'm thinking that it probably has some kind of like maybe they're yeah. Item 2 is item 2. Exactly.
Nailed it.
That is exactly what it
And
is.
Kappa as well. Real
Yeah.
nice touch.
Yeah.
I think it might just be another follower.
Might be another follower. I actually think it's more likely to be information or a map of some sort.
Thank you.
Like I'm thinking that it might actually be a because we unless the stables are going to open something else up for us. Like there isn't.
Well,
Yeah.
how much are we still in reconnaissance mode?
I mean, we're already in the second scenario. And I don't know how many more places. Right at the moment, I think we've really got just the stables to look at.
Yeah.
So I feel like taking a little bit more time and figuring this out might be a good idea.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Okay.
Just going to be a fucking black square situation.
So that just spends 2 to you.
Spend 2 to you. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
Cool.
We have more to you to spend this time.
All right. After so this is an item, so I can talk about it. After a long discussion on the beach, Tariq tells you that he is looking for his friend Ptolemy, a Christian lost from sight too long ago, and then gives you a vial containing some Saint Boniface ointment. He adds, in case you meet his friend, give him this ointment, he'll understand. So Saint Boniface ointment. Place 1 blue thing on this card. At any time, you can gain back 1 ability token without exceeding your maximum. Take the blue thing and place it on your receptacle. Then discard this card for the run.
Okay.
Cool. So I pretty much just have an extra blue. I also should go up to what I was before. All right. That didn't give us another location, but this could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because just so we write it down. In the undergrounds, the dude had a different reaction if we had item 4. It was either have the Pope or item 4. We did not have item 4.
No, I have it. So.
Yeah. So I think, well, we don't really have much of a choice to what we're going to do now.
Okay. Yeah. Who are you the side captain?
Yes.
You're the side captain.
Ant-Man is currently the
Okay.
captain.
Well, there's only one place we can go.
Yep. Fuck this shit.
Ready?
Hey, 2 is fine.
Yep.
No, I was referring to the fact that I knocked over our group token there.
All right. And that goes back in the box for this run. And then we get this one, right?
Yep.
Chapter
Check your
house.
house.
All right, we're back to this guy, and this guy.
We don't have item 5, so
Nope.
no point going to D.
I
unless
will go
anybody
steal
wants
the
to-
ring.
You will?
Why not?
He can get it this time.
Losing piety.
Yeah.
Up to you.
He can lose piety. I can't lose piety.
Yeah, I know, but we lose the dice.
The dice.
Up to you.
I'll go see
We
it.
got it back at one point in the dungeons, didn't we?
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah. When we took Michelle to meet Ademar,
Yep.
we got +1 piety.
All right, and I mean we need to go to him to get the map open.
Yep.
And yeah, sure. It doesn't really matter that much. All right.
Just take this.
Okay. Alrighty. I have a 3.
Keep in mind, you have to do this all in a single roll.
I know.
Okay.
You can do cutie, I believe in you.
Alright, so we do need to, for this, we need to spend T, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do either of you want to do
Authorize this expense.
Cool. I took 4 of these, but that goes down, right?
Yes. So you.
I have 4. That's my skill.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, good job.
3.
Nailed it. And you don't lose anything either. So which item?
Item number 9. Let's see.
It's the ring from the cover. I thought it would be.
A seal ring. A seal ring stolen from Sir Alvaro's chapter house, the Grand Master of the Santiago Temple Order. Might be useful. Alright, cool. With that, I think we should go to the stables.
Yeah, that's the only place we haven't been.
Yep.
All right.
Wait.
Fuck me.
Okay. I'm being all sneaky this round. And steely steal.
You're a bad monk.
Yes, I am. Well, I'm not a monk. I'm a conscientious secretary.
Your haircut, you were dressed like a monk. You were
Yep.
like, you're
Yeah,
my...
he's got the tonsure and everything.
Technically, you are the secretary to Michelle, you know, the dude who's walking around with me.
Okay. Alright. Let's see. So we must all start on B.
Unless.
No.
Oh, that's right. That's the exclamation point. This just means we all have to choose to go here.
So we all start on B before going to other cards. In this vast stable, 3 knights of the Order of Santiago stand guard around a beautifully crafted wagon. Behind the gratings of one of the wagon's doors, you can see the face of an old man who beckons you to approach. From the back of the carriage emanates an intoxicating fragrance, a subtle blend of musk and myrtle. Alrighty, so we all start here. So we can read this out loud. That ain't good. The Knights of Santiago, obviously drunk, draw their weapons and approach. One of them shouts, Go away, or you will pay for it. Another, in a steadier voice, cuts in. Ask them to bring us some more plonk. Rawl probably collapsed before finding the reserve.
Wait a minute. Was that wine in the basement?
That's item 10.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It was.
You can avoid the combat immediately. You can avoid the combat by immediately leaving this location. Otherwise, that's what it is. Otherwise, it's 3 skulls, 5 skulls, 2 hearts. Yeah.
Stabby, stab.
Stab.
So it's describe. Well, let me just see. I'm there too.
Yeah. That's
Okay, hard fight or
or get
guards.
Yeah, and diplomacy.
Okay.
But we don't have...
We do not. But we may immediately leave this location. The problem is, where the no, we can go back to this one. Yeah.
We can come back here?
Yeah. This one doesn't have it.
Yeah. Go to the underground passage, get the wine,
Yeah.
back and do this.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense.
It's probably their friend that we found in the basement last time.
Wait.
Dang.
You two are awful at dice rolls.
Yes.
We're bad captains. Stop trusting us with things.
I'm not allowed.
It's not my fault the game makes us take turns.
Yeah, true.
Alright, underground passage.
Underground passage.
Yep. Put this up.
Okay, nobody go to B. No, don't do it.
I mean, I
Stone.
can. I have more stabby.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
still don't want
that
to
was
get stuck.
7 skull stack and a guaranteed heart loss.
Yeah,
We don't want, and for no reward. That's the other thing. There's no benefit to going.
Yeah.
There is only pain.
Okay.
There's only pain.
There is only Zool. You should, however, I think you should go to Adamar because you're the one who has
Just go straight there.
has Michelle. Yeah, I'm okay. If you're gonna do that, I'll go ahead and get items 7 and 10. Jacob, you can go where the hell you want.
No, I'm not fighting.
Okay, you can't go wherever the hell you want.
The time captain says so.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm the time captain. Yeah,
Yes.
time captain says so.
Alright.
All right, cool.
Yep. We go
Oh,
there.
Yep,
yeah.
deal.
This guy, he's from the same order.
Mhm.
The Order of Santiago.
No. We have this.
No, but do we have item 4? I feel like someone picked it up.
We do not.
I've got item 9 and 2.
Okay.
We, to the best of my knowledge, we have not
haven't-
had any opportunity to gain item 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't know what item 4 is yet.
I don't remember. That's why Craig is writing everything down.
Yep.
Cool. Immediately.
Yeah.
Piety.
Piety back up. Just because we can.
Cool.
And yeah, there we go.
Greg has got the booze.
Yes, he's got the booze.
Okay.
Right.
Back to the stables.
Back to the stables.
Okay.
Roll for it.
Reset.
Yeah!
Being captain all the time.
Boom.
I don't think we're allowed to do that.
Nope.
Alright.
So lay the stable back out.
Okay. Where are your stables? Boom.
We're on to you this time.
All right. So we're back there.
We're back there.
We now have item 10.
Right.
So
All right. So I am going to.
Who has the highest diplomacy?
I have 3, which I think is the highest.
And then this guy gives it to us, to anyone on the space, or just you?
To me. If,
Okay.
if I make the challenge.
yeah.
So what does that give you?
Just +1. Right.
You're plus 2.
Or no, two immediate successes.
Oh. But you're only rolling 1 die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
You're rolling 3. So basically,
Oh.
do we want to roll 5 dice or roll 3 dice in an automatic success?
I mean, we have 3 here, so the 2 automatic successes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it makes more sense
Yeah.
for her to do it.
Go ahead and make the check.
Okay. 3.
Because all she needs to roll have one
Right.
star.
Bam.
There we go.
No bad
Massive.
stuff.
All right.
Okay, so now we're
Once you have passed this
fine.
test, discard this card for the run. You can access the rest of the location.
So that gets discarded for the run.
Do we have to take a time unit to move to the other spot?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes.
All right, TU down. Now let's go explore other things. So, as a reminder, here we got an old dude, and here we have an intoxicating fragrance.
Gonna take my fancy man to the intoxicating fragrance, I think.
All right, you should go.
Talk to the old man, I guess.
Johann.
I do have the highest natural
Yeah.
diplomacy.
Nice things.
Yes. See, I will also go to the
Okay,
fragrances.
there's probably some for you still.
Yep.
Alright, well that's interesting, but does nothing.
Well, interesting. All right. So, we found a gypsy who is locked in the back of this this cart.
I think it's a prison wagon.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a gypsy, she's a Muslim consort.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And she will tell us what we want to know if we let have the old guy free her.
What does that mean? Tell us what we want to do.
That's literally what she says.
Okay.
She says she knows why we're here.
Well, I've got a guy who also wants to be released. Melchizedek.
Mhm.
Scholar, philosopher, and a prisoner. I think he's Jewish.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
He is the old Jew.
Mhm.
Yep. So she wants him released?
He's the only one.
He's the only one who can open that door. Her door.
Okay.
So I think we need to free him in order to be able to free her.
I'm cool with that.
Sure.
You have to have key 7.
All right.
Hey!
Okay.
Cool.
So I use key 7 to acquire this token, which moves us all immediately to here.
Alrighty.
Or do we move immediately? Or do we just...
I think it might take another TU.
I think it might take another TU. Damn.
So
That's fine. Well, okay.
well, we're gonna do that.
Spend another TU.
Yeah.
We go here.
All right. You released the old man. On the orders of Lord Alvaro, I infiltrated the Granada Palace as an astrologer of the vizier and a regent and Regent Ali Al-Amiz. What do I want? To learn more about the stone. This is how I became aware of my existence, aware of the existence of Yasmina, the Jinnaya. Thanks to my knowledge of the Kabbalah, I managed to control her, and that's why Alvaro locked me up here. Come on, follow me. Let's free her. You'll see, she's very talkative. Melsendulich, tongue twister. Melchizedek. Okay, sure.
I think.
Heads towards the rear of the carriage. After a few words in a strange tongue, the door opens on its own, revealing Yasmina.
Motherfucking magic!
If we have the Pope, and we immediately reveal this card. So, as the woman merges at a supernatural speed, Mikel Diali steps between your group and Yasmina, forming a cross with his fingers. Varde retro santas. If you could stop these stupidities, the woman replies, only your agents can believe in them. Instead, you should confess we are all here for the same reason, and admit the consortium doesn't like competition, especially with the science. Silence! Come on, let's continue our mission and ignore this madwoman, says the legate, who orders you to follow him. Indifferent to Diali, Yasmina looks at you. He will never acknowledge it, but he's an agent too, in a receptacle, like you. I am Scion, one of the famous big villains. In a receptacle, just like you. Now the choice is yours. No one will ever know. Allow me to come along and let's continue our mission.
Metaplot!
Mikel Diali cannot cohabit with Yasmina. Either you keep Mikel Diali, or you discard him and take item 12 to recruit Yasmina into your group. And then open location 2 without rolling the time captain die. So we have a decision to make first.
Who's the time captain right now?
You.
Me?
Oof.
Okay, so here's the problem, right? Is that we're all pious,
Yeah.
and I feel like getting rid of him is just replacing him with a heretical version of him.
Mm-hmm.
Quite possible.
So I'd rather just have him.
And I mean, she's also, she specifically says, she's one of the famous big villains.
Right. I feel like we should just keep Michelle.
Yeah.
Think I agree with that. Yeah. Are we good with that?
Yep, I am.
Alrighty. So, we take this, go here, and reveal location 2. Greg?
You are still in the stable when a flaming arrow pierces the night and ends in Melchizedek's chest.
Oh,
Horses bolt and rush out, dragging the wagon in their wake. An immense clamor rises throughout the fortress. Shadows appear from all sides, slaughtering and massacring the garrison. On the staircase of the courtyard, the sentries are fighting to contain the black guards emerging from the underground passages. In the center, the portcullis of the castle has been lowered, thus preventing any chance of escape. On the right, the frightened horses flee the fire raging in the stable and appear to be uncontrollable.
What does this exclamation point mean again?
At least one of us has to go there,
Okay.
I think.
I don't fight good.
Yes, at least one agent may place themselves in the corresponding location.
I can do the stabbery, I guess.
Okay.
Is there a chance for me to try to dexterity open the fucking portcullis, or should I go for the frightened horses and try to control them?
I would say it's more likely you can open the portcullis and maybe Maria could try and calm the horses, or do something saintly and walk through the fire and fix the problem. But
Possibly, or she might be able to talk to the people in the portcullis and try to diplomatize them to open it.
Yeah. I don't really know.
I feel like... Sure, let's do that.
Right.
Alright. Yeah, this works.
2 black guards face you, a glimmer of madness in their eyes. They throw themselves at you with staggering speed, scimitars in hand. Fight!
And a fight. I've also got a test. I'm going to go here. What do I need? Can I get a black heart somewhere?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skulls, 1 automatic damage. Where's the automatic damage?
Alrighty. Rules check.
I also have a test.
Alright, if we're both able to succeed.
Then we can go help her.
No, yeah, and then we can do this.
Right, because she's locked there,
Yeah.
so we can't hold
Yep.
her there.
Yeah. Where's the automatic damage ones? I need 1.
Here you go.
Thank you. And
All right. How do we want to proceed?
I mean, I can start.
Okay.
I have 6 dice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you do.
I'm not going to say anything.
Fuck no, you're not.
Succeeded. Still got hurt, but succeeded.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Yep.
But I do get hurt.
You take a look. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. So we hit.
So I tamed the horses.
I get to roll 3 dice.
You also succeeded. All right.
okay, I get 4,
6.
6. Oh yeah, because we're pious. Yeah.
We're pious, so we get 2 more.
You get to fuck them the hell up. Oh wait, what's your ability?
You can discard.
Oh, it's regular shields, isn't it?
No, he's not affected by this.
Oh.
So if you use one of these, you can decide to ignore this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it makes sense right now.
No.
Because you're still pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, take our chances.
Ouch. All right. Well, you remove one of these.
Okay.
And take 2 damage.
2 damage, just 2.
Yes.
There's
Because
3
it's 1 for if the skulls are above the number of your shields.
Okay.
Oh wait, are they? How many shields you got? 3. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just 1 for that and 1 for the heart.
Okay.
All right. With that, we need to spend another TU. And Greg, I'm moving you.
Right.
Like that. Those are our actions, and you get to roll again.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my ability.
Can you use your ability along with the actions?
Yeah, it doesn't require a TU.
Okay. What is your ability?
Discard a token to give everyone else on my space bonus on combat rolls.
Do you have a token left?
He hasn't used any, I don't think. But the question is,
Or
there's
should I
only going
wait
to be.
until next turn?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's probably better to wait till next turn if we're.
Yeah. Other receptacles making combat tests on her space each gain an additional die in the next combat roll.
Well, also she can't have an additional die because 6 is the max.
Are you hard capped, or
I
will
don't
you
know.
just roll a 7th?
You'll have to take a look.
Rules check.
Where is it? Okay. There we go. How many is it? 5 left.
4 left.
5. 4 of those and 1 of the.
It does not specifically state that you are capped at 6.
Okay. So then probably.
Under rules you may forget. No. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think that you would just remember what you rolled and re-roll one of them.
And does it say all players or all other players?
All other receptacles.
Okay. So
All the receptacles specifically, so it wouldn't affect allies either.
So that's fine. I think that maybe if you use it now, honestly, the only thing is going to be I would have 2 dice next turn instead of 1. So
You didn't take them back, I don't think.
I don't remember putting them away.
You died. And
Well, right, but I didn't put the keys away.
So yeah, if you want to use that, then you can.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'll wait until next turn.
Okay.
Please don't want to die. 1, 2,
5.
5.
You still take a damage, but oh wait, no, you don't.
Because you have 3
Yep, you're fine.
resistance, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So yeah, you're fine.
Then-
You get rid of everything.
Cool. Yay! I win! Yay!
Good job.
Cool.
All
I
right.
did the stabbing.
Now, we spend a TU to move.
Yeah, because you have that one, I have that one, so we spend it to you and move there. Cool.
Alright.
You barely manage to escape from the castle, ravaged by flames and never-ending waves of black-clad warriors. Melchizedek, mortally wounded by a Saracen arrow, releases the reins. In his last breath, he painfully indicates to you the way to Granada and advises you to go first to the priory of Father Rodrigue.
What item?
This one.
That item!
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
What?
Oh, alright.
Unusual.
Something, okay. Alright, do not open until you're instructed to. After opening, immediately read the back of this card. Alright. In the back of the carriage, driving you at full speed down the tracks of southern Spain, you find a portable time convector that immediately gives you 10 TU to be added to your current total.
Clutch.
Cool. Alright, set up Chapter 2. Keep everything in the game as it is. Items, life points, ability tokens, fate tables, receptacles, to the exception of the state tokens that you must discard. Okay, I don't think we have any. Put away in the box the failed mission TU card. Replace it with the failed mission TU Chapter 2 card. The plan cards, replace them with the plan Chapter 2 cards face up.
Whoa.
And then place one black guard token, brown, and the group pawn on the Aragon space of the plan. Place a second black guard token on location 11. Put the black guard card face down in Codex 3. Place one yellow token on the current degree on the faith table so as to remember in case of a new run. So that's, I think we do both. This is just showing us which ones we started at.
Okay.
And finally, read aloud the Al Andalus card. Put away the Chapter 1 deck, replace it with the Chapter 2 deck. Finally, put this card with those of the base. Okay, Al Andalus. When moving through Al Andalus with your wagon, do not spend TU according to the standard rules. Instead, follow the 5 steps below when you change location. The details of each step can be found on the back of this card. 1. Leave the current location and set it aside. 2. Choose and move to a new location. 3. Move the black guard, roll a time captain die. 4. Open the new location. 5. Change time captain. Place this card on Codex 2 when you have understood the rules. Alright, let's see. What's on the back of this card? So location change. Move to group pawn from one location to another. You must follow the roads. Roads are interrupted by obstacles, towns, hamlets, etc. Your journey costs a number of TU equal to the number of locations and obstacles met, including that of the arrival destination. You can, of course, pass through a location without stopping. Exception, location 8. Okay. Note the black guards block your progression, and you must stop every time you meet them. Only spend the number of TU necessary to reach them. All right. Moving the black guard. The time captain
Night,
rolls.
Adam.
Bye, Adam.
Time captain rolls the die and moves the black guard tokens. The number of obstacles and locations indicated by the die results in the direction of the group pawn. Okay, always using the shortest path. In case of a tie, you decide. All right. Each time, at least one brown token and the group pawn are in the same obstacle location. Except at the start, reveal a black card on Codex 3 and immediately apply the effects. Okay.
I'm definitely going to need to look at that.
Pretty much what it says is that it costs 1 TU per obstacle location that we move through.
Okay.
So if we're moving here, that would be 1 TU. If we're moving here, that would be 2. So on and so forth. And then after we do that, we will move the black guard. So we'll roll this die. Depending on how many of these it is, that's how many locations towards us by the shortest route they move.
Okay.
So like, if we were here and we rolled a 1, this black guard would move here, and this black guard would move here.
Okay.
Because they move 1 space towards us. If it's 3, then they move 3 spaces towards us.
Okay. Okay.
Now we get to choose where the hell we're going.
All right.
So location 10, location 3, the Priory, location 8,
Yeah.
5, Granada.
So what's the fastest way to get to the Priory? I think it's here, because it's 1, 2.
No,
You might gotta go.
we gotta go through this. Because that goes there and then there, I think.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, you don't think that this?
Well,
is
actually,
that's the thing. I could go. I feel like they would have done this more as a separation. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I mean, that's not a road.
Well, technically, I no, it's different than here. So that one shows that it's like going through the town.
Right. And same like
Well, that-
here.
Yeah. So I could see that would only be 3.
Mm,
Do you disagree?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well then, 4 TU.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Hang on. This does specifically say moving from Aragon to the Priory costs 4 TU.
Okay.
Yeah, it must be this because that's
Okay.
shorter than the other way. So
So all right.
interesting. That could have been better notated.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So do we go to the Priory?
Yeah, I think so. Does anybody object to going to the Priory? That is
No.
where Melchizedek told us to go.
Didn't he tell us to go to Grenada?
He told us to go to the Priory first.
Mm.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
So these are the rules for how to change location in the future.
Okay.
Let's spend 4 TU.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Yep.
To go to the Priory.
We gotta go a long way.
And then, or actually, technically, I think it's me. The black guard moves 2 towards us.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Okay. Priory, here you go.
Okay, thank you. After traveling along rocky and arid trails, you find the old chapel at the top of an isolated hill, as described by Melchizedek, the old Kabbalist. Although dilapidated, it is inhabited. Some 20 people are sitting in the courtyard and under the arcades. A sweating, stout priest with a debonair attitude walks among them, speaking to each one in turn. A very old nun carrying a heavy basin makes her way to a makeshift shelter and stares at the newcomers suspiciously. A few travelers are asleep on mattresses in the remains of a stable open to the four winds. A Moor in dirty clothes is sitting in front of them on a pile of Berber carpets and playing his oud with an expert ease.
All right. I'm gonna go talk to the Moor.
I'm gonna go talk to the nun because I'm a nun.
Priest.
Bam! Nailed it.
Do it.
Division of labor.
That's what I've got.
Nothing really here. We could move up the. We could move up. Yeah, we can move up the piety track, but we're already maxed out on the piety track. We're not sinners, so there's really it's run by Father Rodriguez. That's
Yes, and this nun takes umbrage with Father Rodriguez. He has too big a heart. This nun is hella racist. Or I guess, is there a corresponding word for like religiousist? Bigoted, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering like she probably corresponds being Muslim with being colored, it just
Possibly true.
just a hella shitty
since
nun.
we
Not
are
very good at being a nun.
since we are on the pious half of the faith track, we can recover health and special ability tokens here.
That's nice. The dude that I'm talking to, the musician, he used to play at the what's it called? At the castle in Granada, or at the palace, and it's difficult to get in there. And if we diplomatize him, he might tell us how to get in.
With the check,
3.
3 regular.
Yep.
With a skull. Like, you diplomatize so bad that he, like, fucking slaps
He
you in
just
the face.
takes the fucking instrument and just smashes it in the head.
To gain item what?
It's to gain this.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think, I get 4 dice to try that.
Sounds good to me.
And do you guys want to?
And we'll join you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you should actually probably instead go to the nun
Yeah.
and heal up.
I don't need to go to this thing.
Okay, actually, here's what I'm going to do. You do... Okay. You're the captain. You?
Or Amanda's the captain, technically.
Oh, you're the captain?
Yes.
I thought I was the captain at the end of Aragon.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
you
you
became
are.
the captain when
Okay.
we moved to the priory.
Yep.
So, to you?
Yes.
Okay. You make your check first, and then
Okay.
if you succeed, I'll just go here.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, 4 dice. There we go.
Nailed it.
Yay.
Okay.
Manage something.
Amanda, if you want to move and regain some shit.
Do I need to do something, or
I don't recall.
we are on the pious section of the faith table? Recover maximum health and ability tokens.
Well, there you
You're friggin' welcome,
go. Yes.
Johann Smash.
Johann Smash.
Okay.
Did we get something? Did we get information?
We got information in the form of actual description.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so blackguards are crawling all over Granada. It's going to be really, really hard to get in there. Our appearance will not help us in this task. Ewa could help, and these verses will guide us to her lair. Follow the southern road, then, after beholding the one which turns with the winds. Take the eastern path until you find its twin. She lies not far from there. So follow the southern road, then, after beholding the one which turns with the winds. Take the eastern path until you find its twin.
There. I think we pretty much need to go to where it's because of the windmill, right? The one that moves with the wind. Go here. Go to the eastern road. But then the twin is, I guess, the other windmill.
Yeah. So location 5, maybe?
Yeah, it's either location 5 or location 11.
No, I think location 11 is too far.
Yeah, that's really far north.
Well, then I guess it's either location 8 or 5.
I think it might be location 8.
Yeah, 8 or 5. I could go either way.
I feel like 5 is closer to the windmill.
Yeah, visually that's what it's... Also, it is described explicitly as a lair, which makes me think that like a town is less likely. But go either way.
I want to check out location 5 personally.
Okay, captain chooses location 5.
Cool. Alrighty.
So we put this away. Leave
So
the
we
current
spend
location.
1, 2, 3 to you
Mm-hmm.
to get here, and then we roll the die to determine how far blackguards move.
2.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Equidistant, so we'll go this way. And you 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you'll go this way. 2.
Then location 5.
Location 5.
All right. Amanda, you are the new one, so there you go.
Take the die so you don't
You're the
forget.
captain now.
You're the captain now.
Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta say more weird things. After several days of riding through a verdant countryside, you discover an increasingly arid landscape. At the turn of a path, you come across a ravine where, down below, a ragged old man is gesturing, shouting, and parading in front of a small pack of attentive dogs. His makeshift camp is a few meters away, on the edge of a pond surrounded by stone cliffs.
Hey, man. Well, I'm gonna go talk to the human.
Also go talk to the human.
Dogs.
Does Francisco like dogs?
Not people.
Apparently. Okay.
Yeah, technically your card has the dogs. Your card just has a pond. A pond.
No, there's the dogs.
Yeah.
But I don't think I get to interact with them.
Well, what kind of crappy game is
Oh.
this then?
I think this guy might also be one of us
Interesting.
who's gone crazy.
It might be a former receptacle. Do we know what happens to receptacles after we leave?
No, I do.
No. We have never been told that much.
Well, I know what happens to them in the Marcy case. They get eaten by zombies.
It's true. Just an interesting note. Agents who finished the adventure of Prophecy of Dragons have a feeling of deja vu.
Why?
Because,
Also, are they sure that we do? Because I don't remember much of anything.
me neither. But, pretty much we can each do a check, an acrobatics check of 1 shield, 1 heart, one heart shield. We have to do that individually. And then once the test is passed, we get to go to location 18 without rolling the time captain die.
Location 18?
Yes. And agents who have finished the Prophecy of Dragons get 2 extra dice.
Now, did you finish Prophecy of Dragons?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Nah.
You're the rookie.
Unfortunately, she's the one with 1 die.
You
3
gotta
die.
get good, Ricky. Ricky, what
Ricky.
the fuck?
What the fuck, Greg?
I don't
What
know.
kind of second girlfriend are you?
Could I get a
Yeah.
heart?
All right. Well, TU expenditure.
Sure.
All right. So you and I just move here. You get to actually make a roll.
Yes. I need
6 dice, or 5 maybe.
6. Technically 8.
Okay.
Can I
Or-
steal some of yours?
Yeah, because I have 4.
Oh, that's
5,
right. You're
6,
actually the
7,
super
8.
dexterity character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Good shit. All right. So you win your challenge,
Yep.
and now one more TU for us to try ours.
Yep.
You want to go first?
Sure. If I can't do it, we can't go anyway. What do I have to beat?
2 successes.
You got
There
it.
you
Dick!
go. And you don't even take any damage.
Yay.
Right now it's me. I have 3. I have 5 dice.
Oh, that's 6. But you,
1 plus 2 for piety, plus 2 for prophecy.
got it.
Didn't we go through a portal?
Yes, I'm sure we did.
I
Yeah.
bet that's it.
We'll see.
Cool.
Okay.
You do take damage.
I do not take damage.
Oh, you don't.
My
Oh, you're
resilience is 2.
Okay. All right. We immediately go to location 18. Yeah.
Alright. Where's the card? Since they move weird.
Let's see. 8, 10, 11, 17, 18.
Alright.
All right. Would you like to read this?
Yes, I would.
There you go.
Yay, reading stuff.
Alright. Oh god. As you emerge from the water, you find yourself in a vast room lit by a fire resting in a finely crafted basin carved out of stone. Frescoes on the walls, half erased by the wear and tear of time, depict a battle between winged beings. Near the fire, a woman sitting on her throne invites you to join her. At the back of the cave is an old tomb surrounded by moving shadows. When you leave this location, resume the adventure by moving the group pawn from location 5.
Okay.
Okay, so this is just this
Subset
is a portal. I'm convinced.
Alright.
Mm.
So you're talking to
I'm
the
talking
lady.
to the lady.
I get automatic success on diplomacy, but you're wily. I can stab.
You can stabby.
In case it's a skeleton.
In case it's a stabby.
And I'll go in case it's
It's a steely thing.
The steely thing.
Right.
It's one of those, okay.
Okay, yeah, you definitely gotta do this.
Are we opening the tomb?
What does it get us?
An item.
Which item?
16.
Okay. I need item 17.
Ah. Yeah.
Her name is Ewa. We can call her mother. She knows what we want, and if we free her daughters who've been kidnapped, she'll give it to us.
So her daughters are probably 16.
17.
17.
Yeah.
So we would lose piety, but we could get item 16. Thoughts?
That's on you guys. I like having 2 extra dice on all my rolls, but
It is nice, but I'm also really curious about what item 16 is. Though it does seem very, very malevolent.
Yeah,
well,
'cause
she's
we're-
the captain and also present at that tile.
Yes.
So that's
What would you like,
that's all up to you.
Captain?
And really her.
We
Roll
add-
for it, please.
Will
This
do.
is a game where occult shit seems to be the norm.
Cool. All right, I need 2 shields regular,
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, not bad at all.
but we do put down.
I'm not the people like it, I just travel with him.
2 successes and... No, 4 successes and no damage.
Yes.
Alright, item 16.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a sword.
And that was a dex.
Yeah. Cool. We got to fight to use it to keep this item. It belonged to Theodemir, the last Visigoth king of Spain. When used, so if we have this item, it cancels 2 red skulls, skull results on each of your combat rolls. So it is pretty useful. But we would need to... I can't for shit fight for this thing. Because I've only got 1 sword.
That's what she's there for.
Yeah.
And you haven't even taken your action yet.
No, it's dead.
Alright, what do we got?
We got
4
1 and
skulls after a regular.
Yes.
So yeah, the order actually matters with this. You break shields from left to right
Okay.
as you fulfill a test. So even if you get 4 successes, you'd still have the +1 skull to contend with.
Okay.
Do you want, before you make this roll, do you want my ability?
You're not
there.
on the same space.
I haven't moved.
Oh, true. That would give you an extra die.
I'll take an extra die. This is a lot, and I...
Yeah.
Oh, and we don't have pious anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. I assume we'll get it back eventually.
You get 1 extra die.
Yay. Alright. God damn it!
Well, okay. That's good at least.
And you take the damage.
And it doesn't matter how many skulls you roll, you still only take 1 damage. If it's in excess of your resistance, which it was already going to be.
Mm-hmm. So,
Another?
do we spend a TU to do it again, or do we keep going?
We are like radically.
What
running
happens
out
if
of
we
TU on
don't-
this stupid
We
thing.
just don't get to keep it.
I mean, I feel like having a sword could be useful, but it's only useful if we have enough TU left to do anything with it.
Well, the thing is, we don't have TU left to do anything else.
We could go to location 8,
True.
which would leave us at 1, but we'd also have to fight the Blackguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had moved to there.
I mean, so those are the choices. We either go to location 8 just to see what it is, and have to fight the Blackguard and see what that is, or, which would give us a lot more information, whereas the sword, we can't, wait. Which symbol is it that we get to keep stuff between rounds?
I think it's this symbol.
So,
No.
that red symbol, how's that in it?
Yeah, that's it. That's the symbol. That's the persistent symbol. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, alright.
That's the persistent symbol.
So if we get this, we keep it for future runs.
Take it.
This is the thing.
Get the fucking thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I am always a slut for persistent items.
So you should spend another
I've
one.
played
of your
enough
things.
roguelikes.
Can he? He's only got 1.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
I
not
can
like
be into
you,
it.
you don't die from that. So
Right, so each of you get +1 die on your combat rolls.
okay.
Because I thought you spent it the first time I did
He had
this.
2.
Oh.
Yeah,
We don't all get 1. You get 1. I guess
because your ability is exceptionally powerful.
So
3.
So 3 are gone, and you take 1. No, you don't take any damage.
Yay.
Good shit.
Now I
Give
get.
it a shot.
So hopefully, do it.
Do you gain the benefits of the sword while making this roll?
I don't think so.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. And the angel said unto him, Stop hitting yourself.
Yay.
But lo, he could not, for the angel had his arm and was hitting him with it.
All right, we got the sword.
Memification of the story.
There. Who wants it, or who should have it? Pretty much. There.
Just icing on the cake.
Yep. All right.
Honestly,
Cool.
that's actually good, because if we send a single person to deal with a combat situation, that
Yeah.
just makes you more efficient at it.
Yes, it does.
Okay, and then we leave here, I assume,
Yep.
going immediately back to location 5 for no TU, and then spend 2 TU to get anywhere that's actually relevant,
Yep.
which
Which, as soon as we do that,
and then we lose.
Yep.
Okay.
Chapter 2 failed mission.
Bob is not going to be happy about this.
Bob was never happy about anything.
Bob's voice echoes in your head. Do you copy? Boris, relaunch contact agents. Your mission has gotten out of control. You're stuck in your receptacles. We can't get you back to the agency. We still have a hold on the transfer time. The TTD must have screwed something up. We're trying to fix all this mess as quickly as possible. For the time being, new run. Keep your receptacles as well as their items and restore the starting amount of health and special ability tokens. Discard. Oh no! Discard any persistent items. Wait. Now that doesn't make any sense. Oh, you know what I bet? So your receptacles keep their items.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's discard any persistent ones of these.
Yes, you're right.
Because there are some items, items can be the maps. Some of those are also persistent. I bet that's what we would discard.
Mm-hmm.
Reset your faith degree by putting this thing back here. Reread card number 79. Under setup chapter 2. Oh, that's this. Yeah. If it's your second run in chapter 2, Restart with 20 TU.
Interesting. Because this is our second.
So it's like an iterative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
In the back of the carriage, driving at your full speed, you find a portable time convector that immediately gives you 10 TU.
Well.
Oh no, starting under setup. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, to place the Blackguard token here and here. We're here. We got that already. We read out loud the Outland to Lose card. Put away the Chapter 1 deck. Chapter 2 deck. Okay. So, we don't need to go to the Priory.
Nope.
Because everything that we got there was just information and or recovering stuff.
Yep.
But we're already
full.
We don't need to go to location 5 because we don't yet have Ewa's daughters.
Yep.
And we already have the sword.
Mm-hmm.
The daughters was how to open location D.
Yeah, I figured.
So
Do we
I
go
feel
to
like we can
location
go
8?
to we could go to location 8, we could go to 3, we could go to 10. At this point, I feel like we're in information gathering stage.
And location 8 would be the one, like, if it wasn't this thing, then location 8 would be the one for the person to help us get into Granada.
That's who that was.
You sure?
Ewa. Yeah, Ewa's lair.
Oh.
Sorry,
okay,
the card
okay.
said explicitly, if you bring my daughters back, I will show you how to get into Granada.
Ah, okay, so we gotta find the daughters.
Yes.
I would say location 3. That looks like a slightly sketchy location.
This is like a cave.
Sure.
Alright. So, we
2
spend
TUs.
2 TU. You're the captain? You're the captain?
You're the
You're
captain.
What the fuck?
She's been captain for a while. He got moved.
Okay. Alright, I'm the captain now. We go doot doot. Nice!
Yeah.
Still don't know what they do, but fuck them.
Yep.
Okay, location 3. How big is it?
This. This location only has 1 card. Reveal the card by placing it face up on the space of your choosing. Once the card has been solved, change location. CFL then LS rules. Okay, so roll. Okay, boom.
This is a puzzle. I love puzzles.
Find it then.
Fuck! Yeah.
What's it?
So
Okay, so in our first ever game of this,
yes.
the asylum scenario that comes in the box, the final puzzle, spoilers if you don't want them, so tune out now.
Mm-hmm.
The final puzzle involves layering a bunch of pentagrams on top of each other so that they form a comprehensible clue. You and me and Sebastian,
Yep.
45 minutes
Yep.
at least of
Yep.
configuring and reconfiguring the whole time, and we got what we felt like was the first part. There was an RE and an AD. We were like, read. Okay, what are we reading? And the next was IT. So we were like, okay, read it. What? But the last one, we couldn't figure it out. There was like the configuration that seemed to be called for by the puzzle put it read it EM. And we were like, well, that doesn't make any sense. So we rejiggered them and did all that stuff. And eventually, I was like, fuck it. It has to be referring to some explicit concept in the rulebook because that's the only thing it can possibly refer to. At which point, I finally realized that it was not read it EM. It was read item followed by a number. And flipped over the that item number, and it was like, you win! Staring at it for 45 minutes. Tantalizingly close.
How are you two both older and ostensibly more mature than I am?
And also Sebastian's older than both of us.
He is, yeah. Because we're bad. Anyway, puzzles.
All right.
How are you grown-ass adults with health insurance?
Barely.
Thanks, Obama. I'm
Upon
actually on a Maryland exchange with that.
upon seeing in the distance the snow on Mount Mulhassan, you stop at a magnificent castle built on the side of a ravine. The Knights of the Order Santiago, occupying the palace, offer you hospitality for the night. If you have item 9,
We got that shit.
yes. A delegation of Knights of the Order will escort you during your journey to Al Andalis. Keep this card, therefore you won't be able to come back to this location, and discard it from the run when you meet the Blackguard. In this instance, win the battle without making a test and discard that guy. So we pretty much have one automatic Blackguard success. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, and then, okay, what's the other thing on the front? What's the bullshit?
Once the card has been solved, change location using the regular special rules for this.
Okay, all right. So that's just location 3 is now closed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty
Okay,
much.
that's fine. Okay, well, we go to 10, but we'd have to pass through the Blackguard.
Mm-hmm.
We go to 8, but we'd probably get ambushed by a Blackguard after it arrives. The same is true of 11. So basically, we're going to be using that card right now.
Yeah. So let's go to 8.
I'm going to go to 8.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's like a way we could take a longer route to 8 and sort of like try to circumnavigate.
Not to 8.
I think the problem, because the problem
Because
is
they move after we move.
arrive. We could probably circumnavigate this one.
Well, not to get to 10.
Oh, not yet. not quite.
If we're going to 10, they will move at least one space.
Literally any of the locations that we're interested in,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they can get to us.
Yeah.
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
We gotta go there anyway. If we gotta run
1,
back, we gotta
2,
run back.
3, 4.
Okay.
My kingdom for a faster horse.
True. Boom. All right. Discard and discard it for a run when you meet the Blackguard. We met the Blackguard.
Okay.
I discard it.
The Blackguards have caught up with you. About 20 howling horsemen throw themselves at you, scimitars drawn and ready. If you pass this test, which we do because of the thing... Oh, also, this is a 7 skulls, 2 hearts, 1 TU shield. So we don't want this to happen.
No.
If you pass this test, discard the token, leave this card on its codex, then get back on your way to reach your chosen location by spending the remaining necessary to you.
Okay.
Jesus H. Christ.
Well.
What stupid game have you two?
Are you enjoying it?
It reminds me of a young adult novel that I read as a kid that I feel like you two would greatly appreciate.
Which one?
Called Heir Apparent.
I think I never read it.
It is a lot. Well, it's not a lot like this, but it feels very similar in concept. It's about a time in like the not too distant future where we've created virtual reality video gaming where you are completely immersed, like you lie in pods and you're completely hooked up to a computer to play virtual reality arcade games.
Sounds cool.
But there are religious extremists who think that it's bullshit, and when they break into one of these arcade games and the narrator is in a pod playing a medieval fantasy game called Heir Apparent, and they damage her pod and she gets stuck. And so they can't get her out without frying her brain. So she has to, but the computer will just gradually overload her brain with too much stimulation unless she gets out. So she has to solve the game in there and
that sounds very
get
similar
out.
to
So
this.
she has to keep like living the same shit over and over again. So it's very much like this.
Sounds cool. What do we got here at location 8, Jahub?
Which one do we want to go to? This, or this?
Just the adjacent towns.
Does it matter?
I feel like this, so that we're closer
Okay.
to 11. Like, I feel like that's where we'd want to go next.
I agree.
We're getting just shunted.
Yep. Unless we have item 18, this is what happens.
Nope, 16.
It's 18.
I know that's why I said no, 16.
Oh, okay.
But expressing my disappointment.
Yeah. Okay. It sucks.
It does suck. Well, let's go ahead and continue on to 11
Yeah.
and hope to roll a 1.
Which one is 11 technically?
That one. Alrighty.
All right, so 1 to you.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
I should.
All right, well, doot. So we're dealing with that, and then also doot.
Okay.
All right.
We got this.
Yes,
Yep.
we got that. So this is flipped up. We have 7 of these, skull side up. We have 2 of these, and we have 1 of these in that order.
Is this a time to use my endurance ability that means automatic damage doesn't affect me?
Yes.
Yes. Well, probably. Yes, almost certainly. Because you have to use that before the roll is made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, use that shit. Because there's almost definitely going to be stuff left over.
Mm-hmm. What does the time shield?
At
Lose
the
a
end of
TU.
each roll, lose a TU. Now, if that shield is still present after the results of your roll are factored, you lose a TU.
And we move from left to right?
Yes.
What bullshit game is this?
All right. Well, start us off because I feel like you'll start us off strong. Everybody present
Yes.
gets 1 extra die, so you're rolling. Oh, and we're full piety again.
Yes, we
Yeah.
are.
So we have 2. Okay.
So you
So-
start with 6.
I cancel 2 skulls because
No, that's cancel the results of the roll, so it's
Okay.
not the shields themselves.
Okay. Yeah.
So you'll roll 6 plus another 2, so you'll roll a full 8 dice.
Okay.
Those just mean for the results.
Okay. I'm just. Yeah.
Damn!
2, 4, 6, 7. That's all of these gone.
Right.
All of
Yeah.
the skull shields gone.
Okay.
This is ignored. And now you can roll 2 more dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's her 8.
Did she use her ability before this roll?
No, I did not.
Okay. So
1 more.
1 more.
All right.
you only take 1 damage.
Yay. I'll
So
take
you
that.
lose 1 health, and we lose 1 to you. But
Alright, how many do you have?
I have 2.
You have 4. So
Okay.
I would have 4 as well with your stuff.
Either, I guess then.
You roll.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. We.
We don't let me roll dice.
Not if we can help it.
Yeah,
Like- like that.
Boom! Boom! Get wrecked! Fucking blackguards. Alright, cool. Location 11. Open that shit up.
This location only has 1 card.
Jesus shit, damn fucking shit.
Reveal this card by placing it face up on the space of your choosing. Once this card has been solved, change location using regular rules. It's at the bend in a small village that you meet a man named Bernardo T.I.M.E.
And with the guy with this thing. Oh, wait, did you get to. Yeah, that was an
Yeah.
item. You get to keep it.
An Italian merchant, a poet, and philosopher at heart. He invites you to sit at his table to contemplate the sunset on the high slopes of the Sierra Nevada. My life has been nothing but encounters and travels. We are still in a lenient era. We can freely travel to exchange and share, but this is coming to an end. As Averroes said a few centuries ago, ignorance leads to fear. Fear leads to hatred, and hatred leads to violence. Damn, deja vu.
Yoda voice.
What about you? Where are you from? After talking to Ptolemy, you remember you may have something of interest for him. You can discard item 2 and take item 18. Sure.
Item 18. We can pass freely through location 8 now.
There we go. Cool. So this gets discarded. And we get item 18.
A book.
I got a book. In Arabic, for that matter. When in village in Sierra Nevada, you handed over to pretty much just said what we did. Okay. It's a rare book, for that matter. According to him, giving it to Muhammad ibn Marwan, posted on the road leading to Granada, should allow you to reach the gates of the city. And this is a persistent item.
So do we need to bother with
That's
what-
kind of
what's
what
her
I'm
face?
wondering.
Like, could that just be 2 different paths to get into the
Yeah.
city?
I think it might be.
Want to go to Granada?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's find out. All right, so
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3 to get to Granada.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have to stop. Wait,
Do we have to stop?
I think we do still have to stop. Because
Oh.
18 doesn't ignore the mandatory stop.
No.
It just says that once we reveal thing. Okay, so we actually only spent 2.
So
Item 8 has 1 card.
this is for item 8, right?
Yeah.
Or location.
Location.
Whatever.
Location 8. Here's that. Priority. Location 5. Location 8. Okay. If you have item 18, discard it to avoid this encounter and move directly to location 17 without rolling the attack and die. So location 17.
So we're discarding the book to move directly to location 17.
Is it discarding? Yes.
And we assume that that's then this guy, Muhammad Ibn Marwan.
Oh, let's take a
Yeah,
look.
but we'll see. Location 17.
Okay.
Also, one location there. After several days of riding under blazing sun, you finally reach Granada, the capital of the last Muslim kingdom, Spain, Al-Andalus. Your destination, the Alhambra, is on the top of the Sabika Hill, seat of the Nasrid power, surrounded by its high ochre stone walls. Open Chapter 3 deck and immediately read the instructions on the back of the first card.
Yeah, this must have just been a complete way to circumvent. What's her face?
I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical. I think that we're going to be now stuck outside of the walls. That's what's going to happen. Or at least that's my guess. Because we're getting to Granada, but we're not getting into Granada.
Oh,
I don't think. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. You have finally reached the gates of Granada. The black guards seem far away, but as you draw closer to the city, the sky seems to grow darker. Keep everything in the game as it is. Items, life points, ability tokens, fate tables, receptacles, etc. With the exception of the state tokens that you must discard. What the fuck are state tokens?
These.
Ah.
So that they can
Yeah,
reuse them for
yeah.
later chapters.
Yep. The failed mission to you, chapter 2 card. So put that away. Replace it with the chapter 3 one. The 4 planned chapter 2 cards get replaced with the chapter 3 cards. And then the chapter 3 deck, the chapter 2 deck gets replaced with the chapter 3 deck. Take this, put it here. Take this, put it here. And then place the group pawn on the Puerla, your arrival location. Place one one yellow thing on your current TU level so that you remember it in case of any run. And place one on the current degree of the faith track to remember it. We already got one. And finally, put this card with those at the base, then open the Puerla location, and the adventure goes on.
Okay.
So what do we got? There you go.
Thank you. Under a pale sun, you arrive in front of the Puerta, the main access to the capital of the last Moorish kingdom of Spain, Granada. Only the agitation around you turns your gaze away from the hanging cages in which convicts are languishing, in stark contrast to their deceased neighbors. Some of them let out agonizing groans and beg the passerby. On your left, a caravan of merchants. A sweet fragrance of spices wafting from it is waiting to be inspected by the Sultanate guards. They control new arrivals with zeal, dismissing undesirables without hesitation. On the right, in the shade of a tree, some guards are mistreating an old man. I stab.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pull one over on the Sultanate's guards.
Do you want to be here for the guards?
Or I'm going with the caravan.
Okay.
I want to be with the caravan.
Puerta.
Mm-hmm. I will be back in a moment.
Alright.
What's this again? Where am I?
Sultanate guards are inspecting everything going into the city, trying to prevent undesirables from going in.
Well, I hope I can talk them down.
Okay. I was not the best choice for this, but I think I can beat it.
Nope, nothing doing.
Nothing?
Nothing doing?
No, I mean nothing for us. Maybe if we'd had someone who speaks Arabic, we could have gotten through. But
The lady.
All right. Let's see.
Alright.
did we regain our tokens or no?
No.
Okay.
Everything stayed as it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do my roll for diplomacy, but I get my automatic 2 success, so I should be okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to bother rolling a die just for your
Uh,
amusement?
No, I don't even think
Well-
you have to.
I think she does, technically,
Yeah.
just in case she manages to roll. How many diplomacy you got?
I have 1, but I
No.
get 3. I can roll 3 because I have the piety, but I get automatic 2 success because I have the
Yeah.
She's gonna be shown.
All right, so there's literally no way that you could even get damage yourself.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I get to take the green square
Okay.
and go in here. Hey.
Does it say immediately go there?
If you pass the test, reveal the card.
Okay.
Yes.
So reveal that card.
Alright. Ooh! After your welcome intervention, the old man gets up. Thank you. I've been waiting for you since this morning. What were you doing? This evening a ceremony will be held at the palace for the accession to the throne of the young Emir Mohammed al-Mutamasik. The city soldiers are on edge. They're concerned about an attack of the Black Card. In any case, I have what you need. Before fading into the crowd, he hands you a rusty sword with a mini temporal convector in the hilt. This immediately gives you 10 TUs to be added to your current total, but the convector has one last jolt. Roll 4 dice. Each success gives you 1 more TU.
Okay. You. It's you. You're doing the thing.
3!
Yeah. Okay.
Rad!
Dang. Good job.
Fuck yeah. What do you got?
Let me see. Oh,
Do we get anything else?
No, what do you
no.
want?
Well, I mean, because I assume we have to get into the city,
Yeah.
so I guess that must be him.
All right. I could sneak into the city with a caravan. Everyone has to be on this space.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, sorry. We already spent a TU for you to make that check.
yes,
Okay.
that's fine. So you can take, as a Gray, you would technically.
Yeah, I would move now.
So, yeah, we're pretty much, all of us have to be there, and we have to succeed on this, the 4 shield, in 1 TU.
We each have to succeed independently?
No.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah,
So-
we just all must be there and then roll for
So
it.
now we spend 1 TU.
Yep.
First thing is you move to us,
Mhm.
and then you and I make this roll. Well,
Yes.
you make this roll. Because you're rolling fucking 6. You already moved this? Yeah.
Yes.
You must.
To get me to there.
Yes.
Yeah, you fucking crushed it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright. Cool. So, yeah. We sneak into the city.
Alright. And we take item 22.
Yes. Which is probably the map of the city. Okay. Yep. There we go.
Aha, we have places to go.
Place.
All right. I assume we go there.
Yes, I would think that, yes, we do go.
Hey, Av.
Aviator,
Oh,
welcome.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. He streams on Bottlecap's channel.
Oh, legit.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, good to see you.
Gregory.
Congratulations on getting, that you're now going to be there as just part of the team. 'Cause I know you also have your own channel, I believe, but yeah.
You arrive in the heart of the city within the alleys of the Bab el Ramla district, a most convenient area for trading. An oppressive atmosphere reigns in these narrow streets. The passerby walk through quickly, their eyes riveted skyward. On your left, the souk is packed. The crowd pushes on, excited by the calls of tradesmen selling their wares with the fervor of preachers. Sugar dates and beans! Sugar dates and pistachios! In front of you, soldiers of the Emirate exchange heatedly with several blackguards at the entrance of an alleyway. On your right, 2 soldiers of the Black Guard keep watch at the entrance of a bourgeois building standing out from the rest of the district. I was like, that's a pretty Marxist term. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking forward to when you get to go stream there, but I'll definitely have to tune in. We're pretty much playing a point-and-click adventure that's analog.
I really don't want anything to do with any blackguards, so...
Who's got the highest diplomacy check?
I do.
You might be able to calm the situation.
You think I should go calm the situation? I feel like you'd have better luck like calming down a situation, and I'd have better luck negotiating passage through into this building.
That would be my thought as well.
That's my instinct.
And I'm thinking that I'm gonna.
I could be wrong.
Go sneaky
It has
sneak.
been known to happen.
It's
Really?
I think it's between the two of us. Like this could be either better for me to go here and Dex
Right.
there, or me to sneak here. I'm not sure which one of those would be better.
There will probably be stuff here for you to immediately take.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna go here.
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
We'll try to save you if you die.
Oh, cool.
Oh, great.
Is it diplomacy?
No.
No.
Is it combat?
Yeah.
See, I fucking told you.
All right. Great. It's like I walk over and everyone's like, "Great, fight!" So I could attack the Black Guard, or I could attack the soldiers of the Emirate.
I'm getting stampeded.
Are you okay? Or
Yeah, I should be. Because I need to pass this on the Dex.
okay. I gotta pass this on a combat. Fighting the soldiers of the Emirate is easier. I get 2 different rewards. Oh shoot! I didn't put these out. Get 2 different rewards. Well, 4E should be another one.
No, that we might not get that for this one. Because what can happen is later on we can what's it called? That can be used for later on.
Well, I mean, I am disinclined to take the side of the Blackguard in any conflict that we enter, but that's just me.
The Black Guard would be harder for me to beat, but not much harder. It would just come with 2 automatic damage.
Which you can.
What's happening to you?
I'm getting stampeded,
Which just
which means that I have to succeed on a 2 shield Dex check in one key.
avoid damage.
Otherwise I take a damage and So otherwise I take a damage and then may leave. I may always leave, but it's like whether or not I'm taking damage.
Okay. And you have to make a check, which means we're always going to spend a TU.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spend a TU for us.
Yep.
Because we have to for your shit.
Yes.
Well, yours is probably a lock as well.
Yeah.
Both of us are
Yeah,
locks.
both of you are locks. So,
Alright, I'm gonna just do mine.
do you want me to move to you and help out?
No,
Or-
I'm just trying to decide which would be more beneficial to.
What's happening on yours?
I can basically case the joint if I spend. Oh, you made it.
Yeah.
If I case the joint
Still take
by
damage,
spending
though.
2 TU, I can just go to location 13.
Right, if I succeed but still have enough.
I was trying to remember that. I feel like if there's no shields left, you're fine.
I do not remember.
When you eliminate a test's last shield, it is immediately successfully completed.
Cool. So then I'm fine. Alright.
I just almost I want to see what this is, but I feel like it would almost lead to a more interesting to attack to side with the Black Guard.
I mean,
Like the fact that it gives us an option.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising. I mean, like I said, I personally wouldn't side with them just because I have bad blood with them.
Really?
But
Really?
okay, yeah, fine. She's in the news. Whatever. Me and like Kevin are playing Starcrossed.
Nice.
But ultimately, it's your call.
Yeah. Choices.
I'm gonna attack the soldiers with the emirate.
Okay.
In addition to being interesting, it is an easier test to pass. And I'm doing all the heavy lifting over here.
Do you want my special ability?
To do what?
I hadn't done a die.
Die?
Nah.
I feel like, yeah.
I've got 6 combat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 plus the 2 for being
Yep.
a pious bastard. So.
yes.
God fucking damn it!
Well,
Get
3 of
back.
them are gone,
Yeah.
and you take a damage. All right.
All right.
We gotta spend. Oh well, you still have an action list to you.
I don't. Near as I can tell, this does not actually require an action. It just separately is spend 2 TU.
Yeah.
Also, it says spend 2 TU to get access to location 13. But it doesn't say to like take an item that puts location 13 on the map.
Well, location 13 is right here on top of the deck. It might just be somewhere that we don't see. There were.
It's a fun game. We haven't played it enough recently.
I cannot help but be slightly concerned that I have to, go to bed at some point because I have to get up very early.
Right.
All right. I think you should be able to hear us now for a bit. Let me.
I think we're moving relatively quickly towards a conclusion.
But that shouldn't be very good audio.
I'd say
Let me try to go
either-
back to my other.
Once we finish this run, win or lose, we'll probably call it.
Is there another chapter deck in there,
No,
or is
chapter 3 is the final chapter.
okay?
And this is the first time There have been other scenarios that have had something similar to a chapter format. I think this is the first one where there's explicitly been chapters, and it's certainly the first one that's had 3 separate sections. Most of them are first half, second half type shit.
All right, I think we should be back to good audio now.
Yeah. Aviator says we're back.
Yeah, but I turned it onto that audio from the webcam for a moment just for it to hear. But now I think should be back on the actual mics.
Okay. So apparently there's an eclipse happening. I didn't notice this.
Oh yeah, they did
previous
say
cards.
that one of my previous cards said like, oh, it got dark, and then I just didn't realize it was.
While the eclipse of the sun spreads its shadow over the city, you circle the house in search of an easy and discreet access. The darkness is such that it's getting hard to move safely. Nevertheless, you find a few handholds allowing you to climb the enclosure's wall.
This is leftover from something else.
You then find yourself in a small patio. Oh no, that was from the Puerta.
No, from the. Oh yeah, that was the sword, wasn't it? No.
That was the capacitor
yeah.
bullshit thing. You then find yourself in a small patio. Facing you, 3 men of the Black Guard are started by your intrusion. On your left, a torch illuminates a flight of steps, giving you access to the first floor of the building. On your right, a fountain stands in the dimly lit patio.
We can avoid the combat.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It wasn't that hard of a combat, but yeah, we can just.
Yeah.
I'm running out of
avoid it.
health.
Yep. All right. What was? Let's see. We got the flight of stairs or the fountain. Do we think it makes sense to go up the stairs or?
I feel like TU's not a super concern right now, but I do want to keep it in mind, so I think we should all just go towards the stairs.
Okay. I think that's a fair idea. All right. So 1 to you. We all move here.
Okay. Oh boy. In the room on the first floor, 2 men are in shock. Blood stains the jelaba of the eldest. I saw your arrival in the stars. You are looking for the location where the stone will appear. Listen to Ali. Then the verses of the Ibn al-Jatib will allow you to find the right place. The man collapses on these words. His servant turns away from his master, his eyes filled with tears, and mumbles a series of numbers without understanding their meaning. I'm just going to give this to Greg, for Greg to write them down.
Right, what's the bottom part?
Utterly terrified, Ali flees down the stairs at full speed. Just give those to Greg.
Okay.
Puzzles for Greg, yay!
You don't even know what to do with them yet. All right. We got a lot of numbers.
Once he's written those down, we can hold it up to the
Yes.
show. We're not joking.
And then the verses of Ibn al-Jatib will allow you to find the right place. All right. Well,
I guess we have to find the verses first, and then, yeah, there's all the numbers that we get.
Yay,
numbers.
There's so many numbers.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're going to the fountain.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, yeah, because these are both closed locations.
Yeah.
So, all right,
What
going
we
on.
got left?
We advance to you.
Yes.
Yes. As you approach the fountain in the middle of the patio, well, let's just do it this way, real quick, just in case there's any other shit that happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
As you approach the fountain in the middle of the patio, you spot a huge winged statue on top of the surrounding wall. You continue your inspection of the area and hear a few cracks as you approach. The statue, you raise your head and realize the gargoyle is looking at you. Meeting its gaze makes you dizzy. You waver. This unpleasant feeling dissipates as the creature flies off into the skies of Granada.
What for?
Yeah, we didn't do shit. All right.
There is a demon, so we are less pious?
Yep.
That's dumb. Alright, so now we're stuck.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
You have to go on card and let me drop the address. Yeah.
Did we
break
fuck
it?
something up? Let's see. So we did
It
this.
started at the Puerta.
Yeah, I did this. That's fine. That didn't give me anything. This was that. We used that. This went to location 13. It's fine. We didn't get this one. So that's this. There's nothing else that happened here. In the Porta. Let's see.
Yeah, we ran out of locations.
Yeah,
the,
I mean,
the
the market
only
had the special card that we didn't turn over. That's
right,
the
but
one
that was because we sided with
with the
the
black
other
cards.
people, so there's no way we're opening that.
And this is item 22, which is
Oh.
what I got when we passed the test. And then this. We don't have Yasmina.
Right. Yeah, the only two locations left on the map are closed locations that we'd already visited.
That's it.
We're reviewing now to see if we
Yeah.
misread anything.
Item 14.
No, that's only if you have her.
Yeah. There's nothing here. I'm confused.
I am also very confused.
Because, yeah, we can't use this one anymore. We can't use this one anymore. Is there another portal? Oh, no, alright, that's not in location. Yeah, that's good.
Thanks to Spamonite.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take a look.
I'm very confused.
I mean, because even if we were allowed to, like, even if this was like a temporary diversion and we were allowed to go back to location 4,
Yeah,
there's nothing new to do there.
yeah.
We resolved every thread.
Yeah, I feel like
The only
there's
thing that
special
we-
card here or something.
Well, let's see, is there...
Or was that the stone that flew off? Did we find it?
The gargoyle was the stone.
I mean, that's not wrong.
One, 5, 4, 7, 1, 5, 6, 9. You know, these are just verses that we don't. That didn't give us anything. This didn't give us any location. And
Show me the other location. What other location?
which one? We've got Puerta. This one, which is that, and that, of which we resolved everything. And then we have the market, right? Location 4.
That's that, and then this, which we didn't resolve.
This we did not resolve, but we can't because that was an or situation here in this.
Can I read there, Luke?
Do any of our dudes do anything when we get here? Let's see this guy for a minute. Can we go back chapters?
I don't think we can willingly go back chapters. I don't know what this says.
Yeah,
So maybe if we run out of TU, we actually restart back in chapter 2.
but like we can't even use. I mean, I guess we use TU to just like move around.
Well,
It's the only thing we can really do.
yeah, use TU to move around within location 13, yeah.
This is location. This is location 13.
Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, this is confusing. Huh. Maybe it has something to do with the numbers? I don't know.
If you remember correctly, something should have happened to give us a new location. I feel like we're just missing something.
Location 13.
Permission to cheeky face a little bit.
Go for it.
Card 124. Look for card 124.
126, 125, 124. Yeah, I've got card 124. That's the one.
Oh, that's the code.
That's like ones with a code.
Yeah, but we don't have. I don't think we have been given the key to translate whatever this code is, because he talks about the verses of
Yeah.
even somebody.
Man collapses on these words.
You might have made a scenario made up a situation where you can't. Aha! That is important text.
That is very important text.
Hey, look at that. We get the palace.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. You the real MVP.
Thank you.
Fucking.
They misprinted it.
Yeah,
That's
that's a big oops.
That is a big oops of a misprint.
Owie zowie.
I gotta pee. You two
Go for
figure
it.
it out.
All right. Thank you, Dispaminites. That is
Okay.
very helpful.
Clutch.
All right. This goes out, and I guess we really don't have much of a choice. We move to the palace.
Yeah.
It's location 14, right?
Do you?
Greg, if you could roll the this die while I put out location 14.
Aha, the FAQ on BGG corrects it.
Yep. Yeah.
Dicks.
Eight. In. One. Cool. All right. So we go here.
Okay, so this is
we'll wait.
location 14.
Yes. I'll wait for Amanda to actually read it.
Yeah.
All right.
I see some people with scimitars. I see an old dude. I see probably a preacher of some sort.
Alrighty. The walls of the Alhambra and its Moorish palaces are covered with calligraphic decorations, cursive and Kufic writings. After wandering through the maze, you arrive in front of the throne room. A poem by Ibn al-Jatib is carved on the lintel. There comes a time in each of our lives when choice is given to follow the path. The path goes on, but the warriors stay on, exhausted and wounded at times. You enter the vast throne room. 2 guards are standing behind a richly dressed man who seems absorbed in thought. In the center, the emir is attended by the courtiers. They look up at the sky. To the right, beneath the arcades, a Christian wearing a cross around his neck observes a group of 4 men arguing close by. That's what we've got.
So that's the foreman, that's the Christian observing, that's the emir, and that's the richly dressed man.
Yes.
I feel like diplomacy can be useful in any of these places. I'm inclined to go talk to
The
the
Christian?
Christian, on account of being a nun.
Yep.
But I can go a couple ways on this. Keeping in mind we have lost our piety bonus.
Yes.
So getting that back is maybe a high priority. So I feel like I can do that here.
Cool.
Because I'm in the company of a. It doesn't do anything. I'm in the company of a high-ranking person, so I'm going to go over here.
Yeah.
I get to either go to the.
Arguing people, or I'm gonna go to the rich guy.
But you're
Steal
sneaky.
this shit.
Let's lie. Yeah, the rich dude.
There's some demonic bullshit going on here.
Sounds about right.
Yep, nothing here. Nothing here except some demonic fucking bats. Like, it looks like there's swirling clouds over the city, except they aren't. They're bats.
He's saying that shit is going down. Get out of the city. If Yasmina was there, we would get an item. 12.
Gotcha.
Or no, sorry, not an item. We would get the blue square. I'm guessing you need the blue square.
No,
No, that
Oh.
opens
I'm
this.
just curious.
Oh, yeah.
This is just nothing, just description.
Just description. Permission to move over to the group of men.
Well, let's figure out what he's doing first.
So this is all just exposition. There's nothing mechanical. But I worked a little bit with Abdul Ajib on his predictions. That was the astronomer who just died.
Okay.
He made an important discovery, but he also made a mistake. One too many on the 5th number. One letter off, everything shifts. And we get the next one wrong. Off I go to count the bets.
Okay. So did you fix it? Or
No, not yet.
I would not. Don't erase it. Just right like above it, so we have a record of what it was, just in case something else is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To you.
One to you.
Yeah. So who wants to go there first, just in case shit happens?
They're just arguing, right?
So diplomat,
Sure.
go for it. So you take a look at that, just in case we can use our actions for something else.
Three court nobles converse in low voices with a man of the Black Guard. You can try spying on them, dexterity 4,
Okay.
or if you have that, automatically pass this test. No, the Black 4. Oh, because we were friends of the Black Guard.
Apparently. So go here and automatically pass the test.
Okay. Now what?
Well, I think we still have to spend a TU to initiate the test, right?
Yeah. Next turn. So
So one
I
more
guess-
TU. You move there.
Yeah.
One more TU.
boom, and now automatically pass the test. So we open reveal this card immediately. All right. 3 dignitaries are in the midst of discussion under scrutiny of a man from the Black Guard, sitting on a rug. As the master predicted, the eclipse will occur soon, and the sons of darkness will reign at last. Ahmed will lead us to the ceremony once the stars speak, and we're informed of the location. Finally, the sons of the Cain and Lilith will rise and purify this earth. The black-clad man walks up to the 3 dignitaries and whispers to them. Once there to join the ceremony, you'll have to give a code which will be provided to you at the last moment. For now, know that the ascending order is crucial. Alright, ascending order. Does this again give us nowhere to go?
Yeah.
How did we open this? Or how
Having
Yasmina.
Yasmina.
Okay.
This doesn't open anything. I'm gonna check the BGG FAQ. Because
I was impressed with this game.
this is the first time we've had these
We've
kind
never
of
had anything
issues,
this bad.
which is interesting. This is for Lumen Fidei. Sure. Yeah. Those didn't make, I think all of these were just informational. Okay. Because we only have the palace that's open there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spending 2. Asylum, Marcy Case, Prophecy of Dragons. Onto the Mask, we did that one. Expedition Endurance, we did that one. Yeah, Lumen Fidei. All right. Ah, that might be what it is. So, when we got those numbers,
Yeah.
what did it say to look at?
The verses of. Even what's his name?
It's not in there. It's in there.
It is in the trash.
The verses of Ibn al-Jatib will allow you to find the right place.
So, do this. This isn't Ibn al-Jatib, is
That's
it?
these.
Oh. So, those were the numbers? Oh, they have to be in ascending order.
Okay, try that.
So,
That's not going to make any sense though, because there's like 3 8s.
one sec. Let me see, because it was this guy that told us that. Right. What was it that said it was in ascending order?
These guys. This guy. The ascending order is important.
Can I see the number series out of the card or your notes?
Location 13B. The 5th number was originally transcribed as 11. According to this guy, that gets corrected to 10.
Okay, and the verses of Ibn al-Jatib. Does it count the spaces?
Maybe?
Or is it the number of characters?
I was counting characters.
Yeah. So. So wait, Greg, did you do just the numbers from?
Just a simple substitution, counting from the left.
Could I see the? That's real quick. Just see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So H. Then.
No, 10 is S. There comes. S is the 10th letter.
That's not got H.
You were
Oh.
you were counting the direction.
Whoops. But okay, so 1, so 10, and then so S1. The next one is 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
S E.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So
what you have, Greg.
I think though he's got the right idea because every single one of these I reset to the beginning. I think he's going 10, 5, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 is S.
Yeah. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. E. What's the number?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. A.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. R.
Sir.
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. C.
Yep.
Next.
1 H. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. I.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. N.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. T.
I just gave you 9, right?
Yep.
8.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. H.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4. E.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. B.
8.
1, 2, 3,
It's a
4,
no.
5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, what was the last letter I gave you?
B was the last letter you gave me.
Yeah. Oh.
10. It's an X.
Yep.
You know, I'm going to be completely upfront with y'all. Literally, the first thing I considered doing when I opened this box was pulling this out.
How did you not?
Because I didn't want to spoil any surprises.
Yep. Alrighty.
You succeeded at deciphering the astrologer's code. The time to meet with Sal Kalhula and his men is getting close. Take item 15. Also, diagrams in the astrologer's notes draw your attention.
Alright. 15. Yep. Location. Right there. Done.
Okay, so eliminate the sets of. Can we do this? No, that's too big. Damn. Can you grab me? Fuck it, these will work. Okay. So eliminate the sets of identical color tokens adjacent to each other via edge or corner. So these yellows are all adjacent to each other via edge.
Mm-hmm. The greens.
Greens,
Pinks.
pinks via corner.
You got these grays and 2 blues.
Grays.
Greens.
3 blues, in fact.
No, just 2.
1, 2, 3.
4. No, that's a black.
That's a black.
That's black.
That's a black.
Okay, never mind.
And then these 3 blacks.
Blacks are blacks, leaving 1 of each color.
Okay. And then what?
Eliminate the 2 to find the 3.
Eliminate.
Okay, so hear me out on this. Eliminate the 2 numeral to find the 3 word. Each of these 3 contains 2. The symbol is comprised of 2 discrete forms, leaving 1, 2, 3.
I had the same thought.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, what was item 15?
Item 15 was
Oh, that was that. Okay. Which is a location?
Yep.
Sacramento. Okay. Does that mean we get to take those now?
let's leave those out.
Yeah, let's set them aside.
So we know it's this, and this currently from our thoughts.
I'm going to...
Well, I should put this away for the hell of it.
I imagine we are going to go to location 15. Yeah, so that's actually really frustrating. Is because I'm good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am also that moment as I realized it was going to say boxed. I was like, son of a bitch.
Alright, I think I'm back to being the time captain.
Yes, I think
possibly?
so.
Alright.
We roll.
What was I going to say?
And then
What was I
Oh,
gonna
good
say?
lord, it's the fucking end times in here. Alright.
Shit.
dang. Alright, read it out.
Oh no, fun shit for me to read out this time. As the darkness is almost complete, you reach the foot of the Sacramento after a long walk behind the Albizen district. The hill is filled with a shapeless mass of howling worshippers and bats engulfing the place in a terrifying cacophony. In front of you, hundreds of men and women form a compact barrier, preventing you from continuing any further. Several black guards, leaving behind the throng of entranced believers, call out to you. If you can speak Cain's word, then join the chosen ones. If you can't, fear the wrath of the Cainites. This location follows its own rules. Don't use your pawns. Exploring this location does not cost TU. Before revealing card B, choose 3 state tokens amongst the 24 available in the game and place them above cards B, C, and D in the order of your choice. Then reveal and read out loud card B.
4 perp.
For purple.
I was going to go reading format, so
Okay.
4 purple, 3 green, 1 gray.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Right.
Yeah, because the
Top
column.
left, right.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just
I don't
gonna-
know if you caught our story about read it M.
Yeah. Similar thing.
Go back and check it out.
Also, we've got, remember when we played Exit?
Yes, that was why
That's why, yeah.
we played Exit Pharaoh's Tomb and
Yeah. We had to use every part of the box.
What do we got?
Damn. Alright, if you have placed this stake token above this card, the black card sold you allows you the first row of non-believers reveal card C. Otherwise, nope. Mission failed. Transfer. Within seconds, you are overwhelmed by hordes of believers. Dozens of hands are grabbing you, ripping your clothes off, and taking your weapons. You are soon on the ground, being stoned to death. Mission failed.
Just mission failed. It doesn't say reveal the card.
Mission failed. Transfer. Reveal the mission failed to you card.
Oh, okay. It's becoming increasingly worrisome. Your TU reserve is exhausted, but you can't travel back to the base nor communicate with Bob. It looks like you're trapped in a temporal loop. Only one way to get out. Succeed this mission. Keep your receptacles as well as their items and restore the starting amount of stuff. Discard any permanent items and state tokens. If you've just discarded item 19. No.
19. No.
No.
No. There's no.
If you've just discarded item 23,
You have only items that are getting discarded, so.
then no. Reread the setup and the thing, except for point 6 and this is with this time marker on
It's the point where you just add a loop and keep going.
to.
I guess technically we don't have any of this.
Aww.
Well, we know how to get it.
Oh, okay. It's just that. That's what we did.
Mhm.
During all the following runs, discard this thing and place the marker on 15 to you.
Okay.
So we gain 5,
Yeah.
essentially. Reset your faith. Start at the puerta. Okay, so I know I said we were going to be done after this, but I feel like we're close. We're really, really close. And I have good notes.
So let's go. Puerta back here.
Alright. Does anybody mind if I sort of narrate this shit?
Go for it. So
Okay.
we start. We'll just have. Yeah. Okay.
Puerta, we need to go to B last after everyone's already there, unless we don't care about the T.
We should get the TU.
Okay. And everybody's here. 2 diplomacy roll. I can make that.
Well, I mean,
Oh, you auto succeed.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So roll 4 dice, gain 10 to you, and roll 4 dice.
Oh, much better than last time.
any of that?
4.
Cool. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, spend 1. Oh, sorry. Spend 1 to you because that was a test.
Yep.
Spend 1 to you, and we all go here. Spend 1 to you, and now we make a 4 dexterity check.
Actually, well, let's just say that I moved here while she was doing this, just so that we don't have to spend extra TU and I can make the dexterity check while we're all here.
We have to all be there.
I know, but you guys can all move there on the turn that I have an action.
You're right.
So we don't have to spend TU.
He's right. Yeah, because basically when you make this check, we appear,
Yeah.
and then you join us after that.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're there, that's your action for the turn, but both Greg and I have a chance to do it.
Yeah, crushed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Alright.
So now that unlocks
I have 22.
this. So
Oh, that's it.
um
So here we still have a choice, actually.
yeah, right. Okay, so this was just avoiding Stampede, so we don't need to go
Definitely
here.
don't need to go there.
This, we can spend TU to go to location 13 to get access to location 14.
Mhm.
Or we can go here and see what the deal is if we side with the other people
Yeah.
against the Blackguards. Since we don't need to listen in
Mm-hmm. On the dude in the palace. We need to get to the palace, but that's probably
ascending order.
Motherfucker! God damn it,
Everything
Greg.
clicks into place. What's the flavor on this one? We are. Hey,
yeah.
what's going on, man? Yeah,
We were talking about read T.I.M.E earlier.
we're hard in the depths of the Reconquista, and we're trying to locate this stone that's got everybody going crazy and bring it back to our time. We're on chapter 3 of 3. The format of this one is different.
Yeah, we've also lost touch with Bob.
Yeah, we can't actually leave. We're stuck in a time loop.
Yep.
So we have to win. Okay, so basically, do we want to redo what we've already done, or do we want to try this and see what happens? This is about the only question mark we have left.
I can't. Well, we don't know what we get, but we've got there without whatever this is. But having that black square got us out of multiple combat.
But it's also like it got us out of the combat in here and got us listening in the other part, of which we don't need anymore.
Well, we don't know that we don't need to go to location 13 because we don't know what this is. This could also send us to 13.
True.
At which point, when we arrive at 13, we have to go to that place.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think that this might also give us a different way to
to
get to the palace,
that's a possibility.
like helping the guard.
I did look at that card, so I'm going to recuse myself from the
Okay.
vote. But
What are your thoughts? You're
Just
the one.
ready.
You're the one who does the fighting.
Well, I have all my health back, so it's like, but I'm just worried that if we change anything, we're not going to succeed again. That's my concern.
it's fair.
You do crunchy cake
Sure.
more often, you know this better.
We have to do this to move to this
Okay.
location.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm curious, but also I see your point.
Stick with what you know, I guess.
No, I'm too curious. I want to find out.
Okay.
So we all go.
Right.
I feel like all of us going here is.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right. Give me my 8 dice.
Ooh, hang on. I want to. Do you think you'll need my help for this?
No.
4, 2.
4 skulls plus 2 automatic damage, and I have this thing that cancels
Roll
2 skull
skulls.
rolls that I make.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think
In that
I'll
case,
be
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and be on deck. I don't actually think we all have to be here in order to transition to 13.
No.
I just think we have to be not locked.
Yeah.
So I'm going to land here, and then if we have spare actions remaining after you finish this up, and this
Yeah.
isn't what we want, I'll just activate this, and we'll go to 13.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 successes.
2. I have 3 resilience, so I'm
And did
fine.
we spend 1 to you to make that check?
No.
Let's see.
1 second. Because we still have 1 of these left and 2 hearts. Correct. 2 hearts.
Oh, sorry. So you do take 2 damage,
You take 2 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, balls.
because each heart triggers separately.
Oh god.
Okay.
Mistakes.
Mistakes.
Mistakes were made.
Oh wait, I gotta roll 2 more.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Might actually be able to do
Yeah,
this.
hang on, I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright.
Mm.
Alright.
This means that it might even be possible for me to succeed.
All right.
I get 3 because of that.
Pious is good. Don't talk to the gargoyle.
Pious is good. Pious is good. Pious is good. Yeah!
All right. So what is it? Immediately reveal?
As soon as this does, reveal that card.
Alright, here we go. Captain of the City Guards, thanks to you. Arms in the way. Allah be praised, he who has guided your steps. The Black Guard has decided to eliminate the soldiers still faithful to the region. Take refuge in the palace. You will be safe there until Ali al-Aminziz is already dead, then take item 14.
Bro. Go to the palace.
Yep.
Okay. 1 to you when we're out. Or
Roll.
well, roll when we're out.
Roll when we're
You're
out.
the captain.
I don't know. 2.
2. Okay, so we are here now.
We'll reset captaincy once you've
Okay,
actually got
so we
somewhere
skipped over locations.
Somehow I actually rolled well in that one, Sebastian. It happens.
Okay.
It's never going to happen again.
14.
14.
Okay. Okay. 14. Bam. 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 This is a big one. Bam.
Yeah, bam, bam. But it really doesn't matter where we land.
Right. As long as we don't go
There.
here, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go back to this guy.
I'm going to chat with him again.
Bats.
Cool.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
Box.
Box.
Wah.
Cool.
15. Let's go. Keep it moving.
Let's roll it. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Just had to fucking say something.
Yep.
Chip chop chip.
This is speed mode. Which
This is always one of my favorite parts. Is the we've done this 4 times. Let's fucking go.
Okay, tokens. Bye.
Okay,
ascending
order, which means gray, green, purple.
Whatever.
Which, so basically, we had this was right. We just flopped.
Yeah.
Those we assume.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
reveal that.
Reveal that one.
Reveal this one. Blackguard lets us pass. Reveal card C.
Blackguard lets us pass, I believe.
Ah!
Second
Yeah.
line protection. Reveal card D.
What is? Oh, that's the.
Yeah, that's what we would have had.
If you have placed this state token above, go immediately to location 16.
I like the note here that's each agent loses 2 health. If you're not all dead, you can reveal card D.
Alright, we're 16. Fuck no! Group combat. In this location, on each test, you must also apply the shield effects on the back of the unoccupied cards.
Good.
Okay, here we go. There's that. Alright, bam, 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 bam.
Oh,
We're so fucked.
okay.
And I think
Oh, and also these things.
All right.
If you have 2 or more of the tokens below, no. Unfortunately.
No, we don't have any of them.
Alright, and then
Okay,
this-
so I guess that's probably you have a couple of opportunities to side with the blackguards.
All right. So let's see. How do we resolve?
Oh, or maybe if you have Yasmina.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Yasmina was getting one of these tokens. All right. Let's see. This card's only accessible after 3 TU in this location. As a reminder, place 3 brown tokens further down the current position of the time token. So, yep. All right. After a long climb in the darkness, you finally reach the top of the Sacramonte. The shrieks of agony of crucified people barely cover the sound of thunder. A foul odor permeates the air. On the left, several winged creatures circle the crosses. Not far away, the cultists form a procession advancing towards the summit. In the center, a massive silhouette with outstretched arms floats over an altar bearing a strange green stone. On the other side of the hill, emaciated monsters hurl cries of rage while waiting to reach the altar. On the right, a winged creature comes to meet you. If you are with Yasmina, discard her card and take item 28. If you are with Michel de Ali, discard his card and take item 19. We get the War Prophet!
or something else.
Yeah.
Something else? No, we get the War Prophet!
We got
Say that if you would,
we got
please.
the paladin.
Okay.
I'll do you one better.
Thank you, Sebastian. I try.
Michelle Dai's body transforms right before your eyes into a white winged glowing being. Your voice is more applicable to this.
Diali is no more. Make room for Archangel Michael, the sword of God. The stone is ours. This card represents an ally.
Divine Power. Place 2 blue things on this card. Discard 1 to use this ability without spending any TU. During this TU, Archangel Michael doubles all success rolls by the agents on his face.
Cool. So yeah, good job there on having Archangel Michael.
Yeah.
Literally the Archangel. Okay, so I feel like
It doesn't say where we have to start.
right. We have to resolve these for each of the unoccupied spaces.
Yes.
So I feel like basically what I feel like is we send 2 people to one of these locations and 1 person to the other to avoid the negative consequence of one of them
Mm-hmm.
and like attack the other.
Mm-hmm.
So who wants to be the solo?
I mean, the one with the most power.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. In that case, I feel like we send you here, since that's like
Yeah.
a swarm of dudes. This is just a single gargoyle,
You 2 can handle one gargoyle, right?
you think?
Oh.
Fuck it, let's try it.
Let's
All right.
try it.
So,
Jacob takes an accounting ledger, hits it in the face. Okay, what's mine?
Yep.
What?
Ow.
No. What? We made a mistake. We made a mistake.
Yes.
I have a dexterity 1. We made a mistake. Or not dexterity, just diplomacy. We made a mistake. We made a mistake.
We made many mistakes.
What did you 2 do?
hella combat, or
Thanks to the Spaminite.
if you decide to do nothing, leave this space during the next TU. Discard this card, and if you don't already have it, only take the token for black.
Wait, what?
Basically, we can initiate combat, at which point we're locked into combat, or we can just leave.
Okay. Huh.
Oh, maybe this is bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a bot. No.
If we're getting that for not fighting a creature like this,
Right. That makes me think it's bad stuff.
makes me feel like we should try to kill this thing.
I do want to leave, though, because I want to go take care of her thing. Yeah, are you locked?
I am locked.
Shit.
We're all locked.
Well, we're only locked if we choose to engage in combat.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't want to get a black thing. I feel like
Well,
because
but
once
it's
we
only...
have 2 of them, we have to reveal it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like we want to save running. Well, we are pretty fucked right now.
Well, how many?
Diplo
Well, what's the
four,
strength of the combat or the challenge?
4 skull, 2
Four skulls,
time.
2 time.
Uh,
Plus, does this thing on the back do anything?
Have a good night, Sebastian. Thanks for tuning in. Good memories of time stories.
No, the thing on the back only does stuff if that space is unoccupied.
On the back of unoccupied cards?
Yeah.
To who?
So that adds to all of our stuff.
What the fuck did you 2 get me into? Made a mistake.
I mean, so,
That would have been the smart move.
well,
Maybe.
Cover the camera. Cover the camera. Don't let the viewers see.
I feel like this should be our. I feel like
This should
because
be
it's
our
not
one.
just we
Yeah.
leave. We discard this card, which means we're not dealing with this anymore either. Which was the
That's true.
point here.
That's true.
So I feel like this should be our one, and then we move as a group.
I agree.
Counterpoint. I have this.
What does yours do?
Time.
Oh.
Time Kajir.
Well, yeah, but if we go there and help you resolve yours.
I think the idea is that we would leave this and then help you resolve your thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I still have to do a roll.
Yeah, you'll still have to do a roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
Unless, okay, so it could go either way. Do you want to leave your thing and come help us, or do you want us to leave our thing and come help you? 6 of 1, really.
And next time we move, we pay attention to what this says.
See, mine, like, if you have me do this, I'm going to lose. There's no way I can take it all out with 3 dice, so we're going to lose 2 time units, no matter what. And we got to make this thing.
Right.
Sure.
So it might be better for me to come help you guys.
Well,
Well, but we're also guaranteed to lose 1 health each.
Yeah.
Probably 2, which is all we have.
It's if you want to lose health plus lose time
but
units.
if we lose time units, it goes boom, boom, bringing us
I
closer
was
to what
kind of thinking that.
it brings us closer to what we need to do there.
No, don't we need to reach this within?
No,
3.
no, we can only go
We can
there
only
after
go there after 3.
This
So
is
we wanted to take
This
out-
only becomes accessible on TU-15.
Yeah.
That's a fair point, actually.
I think it's better to do this and lose some to you
Okay.
than it is for us to die.
Okay. Just gotta be careful.
Right.
This is
So we
This is our one.
spend a TU.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got the Archangel Michael thing.
You do.
You could,
I hate
use his ability to double your... Is it before or after you make the roll?
Discard 1 to use this ability. It does not say.
No, it doesn't say.
So we made a
Well, you can see how many successes you get, and then...
Maybe.
I feel like I want to save that for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Okay,
So,
so we spend 1 TU.
yep.
You and
Yours.
I do nothing.
Do nothing, leave this space during the next. Okay. So we do nothing during this TU. That's what this means.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that's what it says. So do nothing, leave this space. Decide to do nothing, leave this space during the next TU.
Okay, so we have to do nothing. So this is all of what we just talked about is going to be delayed 1 turn.
All right.
Do we still think that calculus works out in our favor?
I mean, the fact that we have 6 here, like 6 skull shields, and each of those counts 6,
And
7, 8,
shields.
9, 10 skull shields.
Oh, and a heart shield is being applied to every single thing.
One second. What does this say again?
Oh, you should be at full health.
Am I? Why?
Yeah. When we mission failed, restore starting amount of health.
But I had to fight for the guards.
Yeah. She lost 2 health with the guards.
Oh right, I forgot about that. That was so long ago, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
It's like 4 times ago.
I still think this is the right choice.
Yeah. We're not gonna survive if we don't, because we're losing already. We would be losing 3 health and we each have 2.
Unfortunately, my sword thing doesn't do me any good on diplomacy.
Oh wait, shit. Hang on. There's rules for this.
Okay.
Oh no, never mind.
For what?
There's rules about if you choose to do nothing with an active challenge on the field, but since we're doing this,
We're doing this action.
the challenge doesn't make
Yeah.
the field. Okay, cool.
So I still think that you should roll for it. You would be losing a maximum of 2.
Okay.
All right. So, well, the challenge itself.
It's only for combat.
Yep.
Wait, why do I have 5 dice in my hand?
So you should have 6.
Why do I have 6? I only have 1 diplomacy.
Oh, fuck diplomacy.
Yeah.
Diplomacy, that's why I'm like, fuck you two!
All right. So this is the actual challenge, and then everything else is just phantom shields.
All right.
Two?
2.
Alright, I take no damage.
You take damage.
1 damage?
2.
2 damage.
And from this, because it's an automatic damage. And
Do you take damage in non-combat challenges?
Okay, I'm dead.
No. You don't. You only take 2 damage.
Yeah,
she
and I
only had
have
2
2
health.
health.
Oh fuck.
I dead.
Fuck. Forgot that you only had 2 health.
All right.
You're usually.
Okay, we discussed that
I know.
90 seconds ago.
Yeah, but I was under the impression that you had 4. Because I'm just like, oh, you're hardy. We're the squishy ones. You're the one who has the sword.
Friggin' Archangel Michael wouldn't have done any good anyway.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have been playing a few things wrong. You still take 2 damage. But after having applied the hits, the question of the riposte needs to be answered. If you roll at least one skull, and the test still contains at least one skull shield.
Mhm.
So if we either didn't roll a skull, even if there are skull shields remaining, or we did roll a skull but there are no skull shields remaining, we don't take counter damage. We have no risk even of counter damage.
Okay.
Both of those things have to be true.
Mm.
Also,
Well,
you
no,
only
no.
take 1 damage, because your resistance is 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, phantoms.
But you can also don't forget you have this, which would if you discard one of those.
I still have so many fucking skulls.
No, because it doesn't matter how many skulls you have. It rolls only 1 damage. It's a yes/no. If it has more than yours is resistant, I took it up. So you have 1 health.
Yeah, the skulls are just, if your resistance is lower than the number of skulls, you lose 1 life point. Doesn't matter what the...
Problem is that this is going to be
Yeah, I'm still gonna die next turn. You two
Yeah.
can't do anything.
because it's going to take us an entire turn to get there.
Do we have any things that we can break in the box?
Yeah,
Like, they send you break in the event of emergency things?
yeah, they're called beacons. Gain 3 TU.
We lose 2.
Gain 3 TU, or I think those are specifically for a combat opponent. Immediately eliminate an opponent.
So that could work.
For
Oh no, that's
I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not combat specific.
yeah.
Well, hang on. Let me see if there's a definition of what constitutes an opponent versus what constitutes.
Yeah. Well, what happens if someone dies to their items and things? They come back afterwards?
Yeah, there's rules for that. I'll get to
Okay.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
What was the question again? Oh.
What constitutes an opponent?
Mm.
Can we just right now?
Unfortunately, they don't magically gather in this shit.
Yeah. Because it says it's so mixed. There's no. During a mission, you may find yourself facing
Wait, I have the
various
errata right
situations, such as a creature to fight, a person to convince, door to lockpick, person to cross. All of these are tests. And then on the next page, it says defeating an opponent when you eliminate an opponent's last shield. But that, as far as I can tell, is literally the first utterance of the word opponent. Like opponent versus test, maybe, if that
Yeah.
comes up, or just control F opponent, honestly.
That.
Everything which is relative to a creature and you fight it counts as an opponent.
Even if that is basically the question is, does that apply on non-combat checks? If it's a diplomacy test, is it still considered an opponent?
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
I
that
guess
would make sense.
that would make sense. Do we want to crack the beacon?
Let's do it.
Would you like to crack the beacon?
So what does this do?
Immediately eliminate an opponent.
I think that
Do you
makes
want to
sense.
do that instead of dying?
Yeah.
Sure.
There are rules that you would come back if you die.
Yeah.
But this is
Yep.
obviously
I think it's a creature.
Okay, so I don't
Okay.
do anything to this. I just
you
No.
break it in half.
You break it in half.
okay.
Let's go for it.
This is unpleasant.
You try to break it in half. We got there.
Nobody asked you stupid goober.
Okay, so in that case, we don't lose this to you. You don't take any damage.
Sure.
Are we saying that? Are we pretending I
It's up to
Oh,
people.
And it technically happened during the same turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can go either way on this.
I'm fine playing
I could say-
like this.
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable. Are you meant
Well- Yeah, what are you supposed to? Gotta play by the rules, man.
We break things all the time, even when we're not supposed to. Like Gloomhaven.
Yeah, well. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
I can't remember.
So-
I just throw them under the box. Yeah.
So that was the first
You,
two.
you can just write them on a sheet of paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So. Fuck. Sorry.
So now we've got several winged creatures here.
Right.
Oh, does that change anything that we do? No, it doesn't.
No.
Because we'll die. Alright.
Okay, so where am I? Am I done? Have I done my thing? Can
This turn you're done.
So
Okay.
right, and so now we're gonna spend one more TU.
Mm-hmm. So we'll spend that to you.
We are gonna leave. We're just gonna discard this.
And
Do
it's gonna
you
give
want
us
us
this.
to join you
And
at wherever we go, or do we want to split up again?
No, I think we should go together.
Okay.
After that, we should go together.
I
sure.
would say.
Especially since Michael.
So the ones that we have left that we can go to are several winged creatures or emaciated monsters.
Both of us sound like fights.
Yeah. Which one would we rather?
See, this one is more likely to be straight up combat. If I had to guess, I'd say this one is more likely to be a dex check.
True.
Do we want to do combat first? Get it out of the way.
Sure. Let's go here. So that's our move.
Let's find out if I'm horribly wrong.
It's combat.
Alright. Ah! Fuck me raw! 10 skulls!
Hordes of bloodthirsty ghouls scramble to the top of the hill. As you get through their ranks, they hiss and scream, ready to jump at you. But some kind of strange force protects you. You can attack them, or you can decide to do nothing.
And one.
Yeah, that's fair. If you have two different groups playing through it, that would make sense.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Well,
well, we have Michael. We have my special ability.
Gonna make me trip off the tiles on the floor.
yep. So I think we should maybe use one of Michael's charges.
I don't know what.
I definitely think we should use your ability.
I agree.
I'm pretty useless in a fight, in general. But, oh, fuck. Yeah.
That's why I think it might be a good idea to use one of Michael's.
Yeah.
Use one of mine, then use one of Michael's, which gives you 16 dice.
No. It doubles the number of
It
successes.
doubles my successes.
Okay, so it gives you 8 dice, and then doubled. I think that's our best chance of just plowing through this entire horde in a single roll,
9
which
dice.
prevents. Nice. Which prevents.
Oh, wait, no.
6, 7. You only give one die, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm looking at combat dice. You have 4 plus
Yes.
2 is 6, and
Yes.
then plus 1 from him is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get to cancel 2 skulls because I have the
Yes.
sword in the back of the sword.
Oh,
Are they
okay.
rolling
So-
one number all this time? Possibly.
No sense litigating it now.
Yeah. fair.
I think the best thing to do here is to swing for the fences because that's going to minimize total health loss.
Yeah. And I
So-
also think that you should use this.
Okay, cool.
So I'm
Um,
going to use my special ability. So
Okay.
you're rolling 7 dice and doubling. I think using Michael.
Well, we can do that whenever.
yeah, I
Oh,
can.
true.
Let me see how
Yeah,
many I
let's
roll.
see how
If
you-
I roll like 8 right now,
Right, because you're ignoring hearts.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Ignore automatic damage. I cancel 2 of the skulls I roll.
so these are canceled, and that's 5 hits.
5.
Yeah.
So if we use Michael, then we can double. Oh yeah,
Let me get one
here,
more.
roll this one.
Good idea.
2.
If we use Michael, that's gone.
If we use Michael, that's gone.
We do have 2 uses of him.
7 hits would leave 3 and a heart, and we have no way to ignore that.
And I'm weak as fuck.
Yeah. I think
And
it's-
both of us would also automatically take hearts. One hit.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
Agree.
Y'all better bring your A game when we meet the boss.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, then it's do or die.
okay, well, in that case, this is defeated,
Yeah.
which we're no longer locked.
Yeah.
So you and I can go here and see what's what. Or do we want to wait for her to show
No.
up?
Oh, let's not do
If this is
either.
something you
'cause
two
what-
can't defeat.
Next TU, we can go here.
No, we can't.
Can we? I thought we had to go here.
It
After-
says. Oh, after 3 TU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, we all have to go because
Let's not do anything this round.
Okay, so you and I do nothing.
Yeah.
So then spend a TU.
Mm-hmm. Now we all move here.
What do we got?
all right. Weak ass bitches.
Yeah.
Another fucking combat check.
6 and 1.
Oh, that's not bad.
Several
6 and 1.
crucified men
Heart.
and women, bloodied and in agony, are trying to get rid of the winged creatures feeding on their blood. A few victims mumble, imploring you to release them.
Alright.
I'm not using my fucking Archangel Michael on this
No, we
one.
would need to save that for the boss. Do we want to use my ability?
No. Also want to save that. I think I can get this without dying.
Need 7 on 6 dice.
Yes.
It's doable.
And you only have 2 health, so if you don't get that 7, you will die.
Well, there's not really anything we can do about it. So
I mean, I say roll, and then honestly, like, I don't know. Because both of us are going to die if we do anything. There we go, that's
1, 2,
fine.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Nailed it!
Thank God for you.
Thank God for her.
Somebody had the sense to pick a fucking barbarian.
Apparently. Alright, and then we do nothing. TU ticks down. We use 1 more TU. Now we can all go here.
Alright.
Right?
Now, like,
Yeah, I'm just. Where's the location name for this card? The A card?
Here.
here, does this go somewhere?
Here.
Oh, okay, cool. No.
Mhm.
I was worried that we were supposed to actually add like an 8th shield, but it does say apply the effects on the
Yeah.
back of unoccupied cards, not increase the number of shields.
So,
What do we got?
next to the altar, a man illuminated by floating green stone offers his arm to a ravenous ghoul. The silhouette overlooks the scene. Silhouette overlooking the scene calls out, "Come closer. I am Sao Kalua. Do you now understand the meaning of power? Come and join me." If you decide to join, Saul, take item 8. If you want to attack Saul, immediately reveal this card.
I feel like we shouldn't piss off the Archangel.
I agree.
Like, I feel like we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
I feel like
I'm intrigued that they give us the choice.
I mean, too.
And I feel like that worked out well for us when we sided with the Blackguards. Because if we hadn't done that, it would have been much harder for us to get that code.
I don't know. I feel like he is the evil that we've been fighting
Right.
against.
I feel like that sort of siding with the Blackguards was like doing unethical things in service of like a greater good. Whereas this is the final boss, basically.
And also, this might affect our next scenario.
I'm not playing the next scenario.
No? You don't want to join us?
Not if it's gonna go till like midnight again, no.
I'm also trying to think about the main goal, which is to get the stone and bring it home.
He's not going to give us the stone, I don't think.
That's kind of my concern. I feel like the best way to secure the stone for ourselves is to defeat him. Like, I don't think he's going to relinquish it
No.
if we side with him.
He's talking about, like, big power, so yeah.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
So my instinct would be to go to G.
Yeah. 9-2.
I mean, I say no, but I'm the one who's gonna get hit with a fucking combat check. So sure, let's go to G. Johann fucking smash! How
Right.
fucked am I?
We're all fucked.
771.
Yep. Is the number of skulls showing, or is the number of skulls like, in both things? Yeah, it's number of skulls for both things, alright.
Well, what's it say? Read that shit.
Why refuse the inevitable?
Sounds like someone we know.
Suddenly, Saul Kula is at your side, and you clearly see his worn-out face. In a whisper, he tells you, "Don't you believe in the relevance of our cause? You ignorant buffoons. Do the rules of the Elois seem brutal, unjust, and unfounded? Yes, they are. They are a reflection of what the universe is, an immense chaos. And in this chaos, you are nothing. You will not have that stone. Ever."
Okay. Well, I'm using my ability.
Yep. That makes sense.
Let's fucking go.
Alright.
4, 6, 7.
7 dice. Ignored.
Okay.
Reroll this. Ignored.
6.
12.
So, do we want to use them?
That would get rid of most of this. We'd all still take automatic damage, but it would make life easier for you too.
Yes.
I think that's the way to go. Also, I mean,
It
if
doubles
we're-
ours too, so.
Oh, right. It doubles everything rolled this turn.
Yep, that's true. Alright.
So you
Don't take anything because she doesn't have any skulls she rolled.
She does still take one because this.
She takes one of those because of that, but she doesn't take because of she eliminated the skulls.
That's true.
You go next because I ain't got fuck all.
Well, you and I are tied because
Are
I'm
we?
giving you +1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it doesn't matter, but
Doesn't
I
matter.
historically roll better than you do.
So you
Roll
get
4.
4. Yeah.
3.
3 doubled is 6.
So it's gone. Alright, item 21. Thank you, Michael.
A gemstone.
Oh god.
This
what's
green gem twinkles faintly, as if inhabited by a life of its own. When you touch it, you feel overwhelmed by heat and power. It's difficult to drag your eyes away. If you have item 23, take item 26.
What?
I don't think we do.
Otherwise, read the mission successful green card.
What?
Ah, here at last! Lost trace of you halfway into the mission. Impossible to locate you. And seeing the stone in the reliquary, it seems you did very well on your own. Good job. Determine your mission points! 25 MP, to which you add plus 20 MP if you have kept Michel de Ali until the end of the mission. How would we possibly have done that?
Well, I think this counts.
You think that counts?
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's what we're supposed to do when we get here, I think
Yeah.
that counts as having
Yeah.
had him the entire time. I want to see what happens.
But wait, no.
Because he says Michel de Ali is dead.
Yeah.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah.
That's for you to
Oh.
figure out playing the long game.
Also, no, you know what it is? I bet. Wait, no, because it does specifically say if you've kept Michel de Ali item 1 until the end of the mission. And that causes him to be discarded, right?
Yeah.
When we got to the end of the game, that's what it told us to do.
I don't know how I would have done that.
I'll check the FAQ, I guess. But
Anyway. So plus 20 if you've kept him until the end of the mission. Minus 10 if you asked Mina was one of your allies. She was not. -5 for each run after the first 2 in each chapter. So,
None. We've only done 2 runs in each chapter.
damn! Damn, Daniel. You'll receive beacons which you can keep from one scenario to the next. This is simple. Break the beacon, use the effect depicted on it, and then dispose of it. It can only be used once. The beacons are found in the plastic.
Are we not supposed to use the beacon because you haven't earned it yet, or do you two earn the beacon?
No.
We haven't done it in previous
Those are ones that
games.
we,
Okay.
earned in previous scenarios. I didn't just like pull a thing out that we fucked up. And then. Okay, so this is an important question to answer now because this is the difference between choosing one pink, green, or blue and gaining one of each pink, green, and blue, which is a lot. And then after that, reveal item 24, which is like probably an accounting of our points.
Item 24. It is ready.
Also, can I see? I'm gonna spoil myself, but I'm curious. Can I see 23 and 26?
Yeah.
I just want to know what they are.
Oh no, I mean I spoiled myself. I went and looked at item 8, what we would have done if we had accepted.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I think there's someone who has the same red. Yep.
Uh-huh.
This isn't, I don't know if it's official, or it definitely isn't official. This is just like a short thread on BGG, but they came to the conclusion that there's absolutely no way to keep one throughout the entire game. Therefore, Michael is the one.
Okay, so then that
Right.
raises the additional question: what happens to him if we no longer have tokens on him?
It doesn't say that anything happens to him. It doesn't say to discard him.
He's an ally?
Yeah.
For what that means?
He's an ally. We just can't use his power, but he stays. It's not like we've used it and discarded it, because there are other ones that say that to discard when you
Right.
when you're done with
Which
that.
then just is so weird because
That just meant that you.
I think you guys are overthinking this
No.
rule.
No, it makes total sense because what it is like that means that we never went down here to lose him.
oh, I forgot that was a lost condition.
Yeah, like she never did anything unpious, and we never did
Okay.
anything down there to lose.
You're right. I had forgot. I thought this could have. My thinking was it was a one-time binary choice of you always have Michelle
No,
or you
yeah.
always have Yasmina. I forgot that there was a lost condition for this
Yes.
card separately of any of that.
Yep.
There's probably
And that's what it was.
There it
So we stayed pious, so
Okay.
we got the 20
Which
points.
means we have 45 mission points, which means we gain one of each type of beacon.
Nice.
We're out of blue and pink beacons.
Yeah.
We gain one green beacon to immediately gain 3 successes.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's probably our most successful run to date.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for sticking with us for 4 hours.
Yeah,
If you did.
sounds about
Thanks
right.
to everybody who chimed in too. To
Yeah.
Spamonite and Aviator.
Aviator,
And-
Cool Lobster.
Sebastian, we gotta catch up, man.
Yeah.
Crow Lobster, yes. I apologize for not being you. But yeah, that's that.
All right.
I did spoil myself. I looked at all the other shit. It's pretty radically divergent.
Yeah.
They're really setting this up as like a full on. So
Splitting point.
anyway,